The My Race Pass app is your motorsports headquarters on race night. With over 800 organizations across multiple forms of motorsports, you'll always have the information you need in the palm of your hand. Race day information with official entries, lineups, live timing and drag racing timing slips, official results, point standings, announcer audio, fantasy racing, and so much more. Don't be left in the dark on race night. Download the My Race Pass app today in Google Play and the App Store. My Race Pass, the ultimate racing resource.
What's up, everybody? We're right here at Santa Maria Speedway. Once again, we got the young gun, Landon King. Dude, you're coming off of your first season. This is season number 2 in your hometown track. You ready for 2026 here at Santa Maria Speedway?
Yes.
Oh, come on. We said we're going to get a little more out of you with your yes and this and that. You loosen it up. It's just the camera, bro. It's just the camera. So talk about last season. You was fantastic, right? You had one win on the season. Did it come here?
Yeah, it came here when I was 14 years old.
So 14, so you're 15 years old this year. Do you go to school here? So you're out of Santa Maria? AG, so Arroyo Grande.
Yep.
So you got to come from a long line of racing. So your dad raced pro stock, right?
Yeah.
And so what has kind of your history been in racing so far?
I was in mini dwarfs here, and then I moved up to outlaw carts, and then now I'm back in big cars here.
So what do you think has been the most difficult thing that you've driven so far? The dwarf car? Was it the outlaw carts?
The outlaw carts.
Isn't that because those things are so like brutal, right? There's no power steering. There's nothing. You really got to manhandle it. So what's the difference between that and like the sport mod?
They're faster and harder to drive than the sport mod.
So you think? Oh, I think so too. I mean, maybe not top speed, just but how twitchy and how responsive they are. So what do you take? Can you take anything from that to the sport mod, or is it completely different things?
Completely different.
So what do you? I mean, you've already had some success in this thing. I think the first time we talked at Bakersfield Speedway, one of your first times there, you were in the top 3, and those guys are all like killers in the sport mod division. So I mean, you kind of really took to like a duck to water. So what did translate to jumping right into this and like having some success right away?
We got a new car this year, so it's really helping me out.
Oh, so this is a new piece?
Yeah.
So what are you driving this year?
The Evo 2024.
So the 2024 Evo, is this Clay Daly?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, Clay Daly's always been fantastic. He's got a fantastic program. So is he kind of hands-on with you, like set up stuff and everything?
Yeah, when he's at the track, he can't help.
So is he, sure he's just a phone call away, right, if you need something?
Yeah.
And I know, I think Ryan Smith, Ryan's here as well, and they run Evo stuff. So, I mean, I'm sure if you needed anything, you could get a hold of Ryan next level. So who do you think is going to be your biggest competition now? I mean, Tyler Bannister dominated sport mods for so long, so who do you think is going to be the number one contender for sport mods here?
Probably Jason Bannister or Chris Smith.
Chris Smith or Jason Bannister? So what do you if you had to run with them side by side, do you feel intimidated by them or anything, or they're just another driver out there?
This is basically another driver.
That's what I mean, because I don't know if you've seen that post going around with the young Jeff Gordon out there with this conversation on sprint car racing. Same thing. I think he was 13, 14 years old out there running with these old veteran sprint car drivers. And that was one of the questions they asked. They were like, are you intimidated by this? And I'm like, nah, man, they're just another driver. And because you have the skills. So it's not like they're out there messing with the young kid that doesn't know what they're doing, right? Mm-hmm. So you're doing a fantastic job so far, man. And hopefully we can see this piece in Victory Lane right off the bat. So do you think that's something that might be in the cards?
I don't know. Last night we blew up in Tulare, so we'll have to see what this motor does.
Oh, so you guys ran Tulare. How did you guys do? You guys run pretty good in the heat?
No, we were running like fifth, and then we started fading away because we lost oil pressure. So.
Oh, so it kind of went south in the heat.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh man, that was pretty tough tow for you. But you guys turned it around. So this is the second motor you guys had.
Yep.
So. You guys check all the bolts. Check out. It's got oil in it, right?
Yeah.
You guys got it all fired up. Everything seems to be good at the house. So, fingers crossed, bro. Fingers crossed. So, who do you got to thank on this things before we cut on out of here?
Such a Ghost Playground. My mom, my dad, Johnny, King Concrete, Rugged Radio, Coast Plumbing, Finish Line, Justin Crockett, Next Level, and Evo, and Gear Body Shop.
There it is right there, man. Landon King, thanks so much, man. We're going to get this on the broadcast here tonight. Make sure you tell everybody, all your friends, everything's going to be live for free tonight. John Kennedy Live, Santa Maria Speedway YouTube pages. Tell them all like, comment, subscribe, and check you out.
All right, thank you.
All right, brother. Cool.
Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yo, John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yo, fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. John Candy Live, yeah. JCL, let's go. JCL in control. JCL in control. John Candy Live.
The My Race Pass app is your motorsports headquarters on race night. With over 800 organizations across multiple forms of motorsports, you'll always have the information you need in the palm of your hand. Race day information with official entries, lineups, live timing and drag racing timing slips, official results, point standings, announcer audio, fantasy racing, and so much more. Don't be left in the dark on race night. Download the My Race Pass app today in Google Play and the App Store. My Race Pass, the ultimate racing resource.
Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yo, John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yo, fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. John Candy Live, yeah. JCL, let's go. JCL in control. JCL in control. John Candy Live. Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yo, John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yo, fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. John Candy Live, yeah. JCL, let's go. JCL in control. JCL in control. John Candy Live.
What the hell is going on, Paul Brown?
What up, dude?
We're gonna do a little candid
no.
little. You can still keep grinding. I'm gonna let you keep working, bro. But out of Bakersfield, let's look up. Look, you're looking in a mirror right here, bro.
All right.
You got your boy Jimmy Johnson right here. We say you guys are brothers.
We look that way. No, well, I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my boy. That's so, dude. Talk us through this thing. What are we doing here?
Well, we were in Tulare last night, so we had to change the gear. When I was underneath there, I noticed the jack bolt was coming loose, so I got in there and tightened that up. Just the cage on it. Just trying to get ready for tonight.
Awesome. So how was your night last night at Tulare?
You know, first time really there, so it took me a minute to get used to the track. Long straightaways and tight corners. Once I got going, we were turning some good lap times. I think I was up to about 7th, and Ethan Johnson spun in front of me, and I just tapped him.
Oh,
so
no.
They sent me to the back. I decided to do donuts in the infield instead and go park it, get ready for tonight.
There you go. So main changes is just gear and just do a quick little nut bolt check and make sure it's set right?
Yeah, we'll get on the track tonight or watch and see what the conditions look like. But with Chris, our setup's pretty good anywhere we go. We just got to make small adjustments.
There it is, bro. I'm going to let you get to it, bro.
Thank
Paul,
you.
Good luck tonight.
Later.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We've got cars out on track. First cars of the night for points race number 4 here at Santa Maria Speedway. It's your boy John Kenny Line coming up with a double header. We had Bakersfield RC Raceway last night. We've got Santa Maria Speedway here tonight. Make sure you check us out on YouTube at Santa Maria Speedway. and at John Candy Live with free live streaming action in flowroad.co. As we have our first division out on track, we've got IMCA Sport Mod Hot Lap Session number 1. Let's get some timing and scoring for our drivers out here for Hot Lap Session at number 1 here at Santa Maria Speedway. Waiting on the upload. Here it comes. Ethan Johnson, the 11 machine, Matthew Frazier, the 15F, Alyssa Smith, Chad Weber, and Aaron Farrell. Cars out there for section number 1 on your screen. That is Ethan Johnson, that 11 machine. Top of the speed charts, the RPM Collision Center, Skinny's Automotive, Gills Transmission, number 11 out of Bakersfield, California. Ethan Johnson goes quick lap 17.468, 17.648. Make it 468, excuse me. 17.468 for Ethan Johnson. Matthew Frazier, his brother Marcus Frazier, last weekend came home in the number 2 position in the IMCA Modified. So Matthew Frazier has a tall task in front of him if he wants to stay on the tech pad in his 15F machine here tonight. Alyssa Smith from Norco, California, the 31A machine. She goes third quick with 18.301. Chad Weber, the director of race day operations here at Santa Maria Speedway, wears all kinds of hats, and tonight he's going to put on the helmet and compete in the IMCA Sport Mod division. This was supposed to be their second race of the season. First time out, it was a rainy day, so we had rain out for the first time the IMCA Sport Mods were here. And now it's great to see him out here in competition for the first time in the 2026 season. And Aaron Farrell from Atascadero, California, the 71 machine, was our 5th and final car there in session at number 1. Looks like Landon King's going to pull a 43K down in the infield. We had a pre-race interview with Landon King. We'll play it periodically through the night's program. We also had a pre-race interview with the 99B of Paul Brown out of Bakersfield, California. And 250, looks like that is that is Chris Smith. Chris Smith, the next level, Skinny's Automotive number 250 machine. As the checkered flag will fly, a lot of these drivers pulled a doubleheader themselves. They raced up in Tulare, California, where the modifieds were running at the program at Tulare, California. So no change. No, Paul Brown, that 99B machine, goes third quick overall with 18.009, knocking on the door of a 17-second lap. And there comes the X machine, first car out of session number 3. That is our late arrival of Colby Ward out of Bakersfield, California. The 68 machine, that is Sonny Simpkins. That's right, the Beat Tough Motor City Throwdown 68 machine. The 14W of Willie Oath out of Orchid, California. The 40, that is Brian Baker. Behind the wheel of Terry Henry's Race Prep AMF number 40 machine. Typically piloted by the Bakersfield Bullet Nick Spainhauer, but tonight behind the wheel, that is going to be Brian Baker. Got the wonderful speed shot out on track, brought to you by Toyota of Santa Maria. See Sonny Simpkins creeping by that front straightaway right now. We're going to roll in a bit of the marbles as the track exit over there in turn number 3 is being opened. Beautiful sunny 72-degree day here in Santa Maria, California. Good to see all the folks. The stands are starting to fill up on this beautiful afternoon here at the Central Coast. $16 cars through the back gate for the IMCA Northern Sport Mod Division here on night number 1. Their debut here in 2026 as we come to the green here in session at number 3. Fastest car so far, Ethan Johnson, 17.468. Only car in the 17th second bracket. I got a feeling we might see that fall here in session at number 3. Keep your eyes on that 40. But Baker, Sonny Simpkins, hitting it off at turns 1 and 2. Able to hold on to it, catch it. That beats up number 68 machine. Sonny Simpkins. Let's get her across the line, see if we can get some timing and scoring out of that car. Sonny Simpkins, her speed. Finding her in 8th place right now with an 18.515, 18.515. Now both out. 14 off the pace down in turns 3 and 4. That's Chevron Racing M&S 14 machine. Yeah, it's having 18.296. But out front still in the top spot, Ethan Johnson. He will be your winner of hot laps with a 17.468. Brian Baker, second in speed, 17.866. Matthew Frazier, Sonny Simpkins, Paul Brown rounding out the top 5. So this is Sonny Simpkins' rookie season in the IMCA Northern Sport Mod division. She's already doing a fantastic job. You can see right there, she's already shown a ton of speed. P4 overall. That's right, the same Simpkins family out of right here in Santa Maria, California. Out on track, we got mini stocks. Mini stocks going back-to-back here at Santa Maria Speedway. Great to see the little buzzards out here once again. Justin Jackson came home with a victory just 7 days ago. Started about mid-pack on a first lap. Had an incident, took him down to the infield. He fell back to about third to last. About 17th starting position. Fought his way back up to the top spot. As white flags in the air here for session at number 1. Mini stock division. So Justin Jackson did a fantastic job. We got Justin Kluker, Aaron Calvert, Gary Rayburn Jr., Mike Smith, Carson Jackson, and Dick Stevens. 6 cars out there for session at number 1. Fantastic showing for the mini stocks again. 16 entries through the back gate. Always one of the healthiest divisions here at Santa Maria Speedway. And a fan favorite indeed, as you can see some of the cars out there with the stuffed animals hanging out the right side of those hot rods. Quickest car in session number 1, Gary Rayburn Jr. He was fighting for that top spot. Last weekend, he came home second in the running. He had a time, 19.800. That's about 0.2 of a second quicker than Aaron Colvert, Justin Kluker, Mike Smith, Carson Jackson, and Dick Stevens. The 44 of Justin Trammell, first car out of session to number 2. Mercedes McLaughlin driving the 3 entry. The 69 of Scott Turner, the 23D of Daniel Campbell, the 24 of Tim Jeffers, and that'll be session number 2. Session number 2 underway for the mini stocks. Justin Trammell, that's that crazy looking number 44 machine you see on your screen. Down that back straightaway. Look at them, 4 wide all over back off of turn number 4. As we got all kinds of people tuning in. Shout out to Alex Russell, all the way from North Carolina, tuning in to John Candy Live. Shout out to Tony Denisha, right there, Bakersfield, California boy. And also a big time shout out and a welcome to the special guests at the Notre Dame football reunion here at the Santa Maria Speedway. And that'll take us to session number 3, the third and final session for your mini stock division. Session number 3 is underway. You can see Gary Rayburn Jr. still holding on to that top spot. Justin Trammell, Aaron Culvert, Justin Kluker, and Mike Smith. Top 5 in speed right now so far for your mini stock division. Shadows are going down here in the beautiful Santa Maria Speedway, the Central Coast. Temperature right now, get off the handy dandy temperature gauge. Looks like we're right at 68 degrees. Beautiful day for dirt track racing here at the Central Coast, and that'll do it for your mini stock division. Next, out of the gate, always fast, always fun, and always good to watch here at Santa Maria Speedway. Your dwarf car division. Gary Rayburn, Justin Trammell, Aaron Culvert, Justin Klucker, and Mike Smith. That was your top 5 in mini stocks. But now we're going to have a bit of a change of pace as we get into the dwarf car division. Ryan Caldwell, the 24 E-Machine, first car out. Second car right behind him, the 19 of Kobe Kearns. Daniel Peters in the 36E, Jake Kodomo. And the 7X, Cameron Squatrio. And Hollywood, J.D. Brown make up group number 1 for your dwarf car division. Expect the lap times to fall as we get into this division here. Let's see if we can get some live timing here at Santa Maria Speedway. Ryan Caldwell, 16.871. There on lap number 1, a 16.148 for Daniel Peters. Kobe Kearns with a 17.041. Cameron Squatrio, 17.041. I know I'm murdering that one, Cameron, and I'm sorry. And Hollywood J.D. Brown, P2 with a 16.502. Checkered flag in the air. That's going to do it for Hot Lap session number 1 for your dwarf car division. Dwarf cars, 13 cars through the back gate for tonight's program. That'll be 2 hot lap sessions, 2 heat races for each and every one of our divisions here tonight. That's a great program, 4 different divisions. Hobby stocks, dwarf cars, IMC, Northern Sport Mods, and mini stocks. And here comes session number 2. There's Wiley. He won on a night number 1. This is the 3rd race of the season for the dwarf car division here in 2026. Nick Velasquez, the 41E Machine. Second car out here in session number 3. Adam Hutrion, the 13E Scotty Priest. Dustin Maddox and Jimmy Miller driving the 3 machines. So we've got some familiar faces and some brand new ones showing up here to the Santa Maria Speedway. Brandon Wiley, always one to watch, that 33N machine. But also the shoe in the dwarf car division, the 41E of Nick Velasquez. Guys, we got one a little bit slow over there in turn number 2. Right there on your screen, that is the 57 of Dustin Maddox. Dustin Maddox, good-looking hot rod. See him right there working down that front straightaway. Daniel Peters has the hot lap, the 16.148. Will that hold up here in session number 2? But here comes Brandon Wiley. Already, we were talking about a 33N machine, 16.168 for Nick Velasquez. Both the guys we were talking about showing some good speed here in session number 2. But Daniel Peters will stay on top of the speed charts with a 16.148. 16.168 for Nick Velasquez. That's right. 0.02 of a second difference. Brandon Wiley with 16.231. And Hollywood J.D. Brown rounding up the top 4 with a 16.502. Hobby Stocks, here they come. It's the 2026 debut for the Hobby Stocks. We had American Stocks last week. Coming out, you're like, these cars look familiar. This is a little bit of a step up from the American Stock Division. This is a locked up rear end and a little bit more carburetor. You can throw to those 602, I believe, crate motors. You can have an open motor, you can have a crate motor, different type of packages out here for these Hobby Stocks as we get ready for session number 1. Tom Stevens Sr. the 64. Brooks Simmons all out of Bakersfield, California, the 25B machine. Colby Quinton out of Porterville in the 4 entry. Aaron Bruce in the 18A. He hails from Grover Beach, California. The 25W, that is Jeff Stickler. Jeff Stickler out of Napomo, California. Colby Quinton, Aaron Bruce, and that is Gary Rayburn Jr. doing double duties here tonight in the 15F Specialty Glass. Stevenson suspension entry. As we got one around over there, turn number 3, you could see someone getting it wrong. That is Stevens. Tom Stevens Sr. out of Ventura, California, taking a peek underneath the back of that machine. Gary Rayburn Jr. right there taking a peek underneath Stevens Hot Rod. Looks like we might need the hook. So a little bit more than a push off. As you can see, overkill out there in the 4x4. Pulling the safety move, pulling out to the side. Diverting the cars away from that incident and our safety personnel. So we'll take a brief moment as we get Stevens Hot Rod off of turn number 3. Back to session number 1 for your Hobby Stock Division. On the hook goes Stevens. So hopefully he's able to make repairs to that machine. And he can continue on here tonight. Tom Stevens out of Ventura, California. As we'll check some lap times here for session number 2. Colby Quinton going to the top spot. That's the blue and a white number 4 machine off turn number 2 down that back straightaway. He's in turns 3 and 4 on your screen. That is Gary Rayburn Jr., the 15th F. Pulling double duties here tonight, so Rayburn's got his hands full. He's out of Santa Maria, California. Right behind him, that is the 2. Straight up 2. Looking for my information here. Don't have a 2. That might be the 28X. That's the 2F of Jeff Strickler. Excuse me. Sorry, that's Strickler in the 2 machine. Jeff Stickler, that's a 2SW. That's why I wasn't seeing it on my scoring sheet there. Stephanie setting me straight. That's right. The best in the business in scoring, in timing and scoring. For sure, she could wear every hat at the Speedway if she needed to. You get her focused on one thing at a time, man. She's best in the business. As we are ready for session number 2, you see our cars exiting right there. The beautiful Santa Maria Speedway, number 64. Here comes session number 2. Session number 2. She's even got to help me out and see where we're at in the program on sessions. That's what I'm talking about. Final session of the evening. That's right. We are already almost done with our hot lap sessions. That will give us an opportunity to get out there and Robbie Claiborne to do his magic and roll the track back in. Doing a fantastic job all year long. Looks like he brought down the cushion a little bit lower towards the center. He always keeps that bottom nice and smooth. Kind of a dry slick, so it's not bottom dominant. It allows these cars to have an opportunity to work up for multiple grooves of racing here at the Santa Maria Speedway. Tom Stevens Sr., unfortunately going off by way of the hook. Tom Grisnick, that's the number 8 machine. Skylar Chalrez, that's the 8X. Cameron Campbell, the 28X. Tom Stevens Jr. and Ricky Childress Jr. He's already had one heck of a 2026 season. I believe he's already got 5, maybe 6 main event victories. For the outlaw Ricky Childress Jr., that's the number 16 machine down the back straightaway to turns 3 and 4. Cameron Campbell making the jump up to the hobby stocks from the American stock division. Ran a couple of races towards the end of last year in that hobby stock. This is going to be his rookie season. Right there side by side with Gary Rayburn Jr. at the checkered flag. That will do it here for session number 2. I don't believe we had any change in that top spot because Colby Quinton knocked down to 17.546. That'll be your hottest lap in hot lap sessions for your hobby stock division. Ricky Childress Jr. second in speed over Corbin Kuma. Tom Stevens Jr. in 8:05, and Tom Grisnick rounding out the top 5 in speed with 18.086. So once again, welcome each and every one of you to the Santa Maria Speedway. Now's that perfect opportunity. Get yourself a tri-tip sandwich. Get yourself an ice cold 805, a cold beverage, anything and everything you need. All of our merch right down there at the merch table, just on the south end of the announcing booth. So this is going to be your perfect opportunity to stretch those legs before we get right into our opening ceremonies.
Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yeah, John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yeah, fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. Yeah, John Candy Live. Yeah. JCL, let's go. JCL in control. JCL in control. John Candy Live.
The My Race Pass app is your motorsports headquarters on race night. With over 800 organizations across multiple forms of motorsports, you'll always have the information you need in the palm of your hand. Race day information with official entries, lineups, live timing and drag racing timing slips, official results, point standings, announcer audio, fantasy racing, and so much more. Don't be left in the dark on race night. Download the My Race Pass app today in Google Play and the App Store. My Race Pass, the ultimate racing resource.
Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yeah, John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yeah, fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. Yeah, John Candy Live. Yeah. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yeah, John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yeah, fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. Yeah, John Candy Live. Yeah.
Engine's quiet, but the night ain't done. Yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, the engine's quiet. Yeah, engine's quiet, but the night ain't done. Dust still hanging from the last run. Light still glow on this dirt and steel. You can feel it coming, yeah, it's real. Take a breath, but don't go far. This is racing under California stars. Santa Maria, hear that sound? We're just getting ready for the next round. This is where the horsepower lives, where the throttle roars and the driver gives everything they got, every inch, every lap, no looking back, just full attack. Santa Maria, light it up tonight, side by side under those Friday lights. From the green to the checkered flag, this is dirt track racing. Fast and bad. Fast and bad. From the tires to the fuel to the steel in the frame, it takes a crew and a name behind every name. Local shots, hometown pride, keeping these machines alive. From the pits to the stands, they're part of the show. Every lap you see, they help it go. So take a look, yeah, you know the deal. These are the names that make Every logo tells a story. Every sponsor feels the glory. Tonight's racing, brought to you by Fire It Up! Woo! Fire it up, we're coming back strong. Engine scream, won't be long. Next green flag, next showdown. Santa Maria, shut it down. Dirt flies high, champions rise. You're watching greatness under these skies. So don't blink now, don't miss a laugh. We're coming back. Get ready for that. Stay tuned. Stay loud. We'll be right back. Woo! Woo!
Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yeah. John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yeah. Fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. Yeah. John Candy Live. Yeah. JCL, let's go. JCL in control. JCL in control. John Candy Live.
The My Race Pass app is your motorsports headquarters on race night. With over 800 organizations across multiple forms of motorsports, you'll always have the information you need in the palm of your hand. Race day information with official entries, lineups, live timing and drag racing timing slips, official results, point standings, announcer audio, fantasy racing, and so much more. Don't be left in the dark on race night. Download the My Race Pass app today in Google Play and the App Store. My Race Pass, the ultimate racing resource.
Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yeah. John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yeah. Fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. Yeah. John Candy Live. Yeah. JCL, let's go. JCL in control. JCL in control. John Candy Live. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yeah. John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yeah. Fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. Yeah. John Candy Live. Yeah. JCL, let's go. JCL in control. JCL in control. John Candy Live.
The engine's quiet, but the night ain't done. breath, but don't go far. This is racing under California stars. Santa Maria, hear that sound? We're just getting ready for the next round. This is where the horsepower lives, where the throttle roars and the driver gives everything they got, every inch, every lap, no looking back. Just for the tech. Santa Maria, light it up tonight, side by side under those Friday lights. From the green to the checkered flag, this is dirt track racing. Fast and bad. Fast and bad. From the tires to the fuel to the steel in the frame, it takes a crew and a name behind every name. Local shops, hometown pride, keeping these machines alive. From the pits to the stands, they're part of the show. Every lap you see, they help it go. So take a look, yeah, you know the deal. These are the names that make it real. This is where the horsepower lives, where the throttle roars and the driver gives everything they got, every inch, every lap, no looking back. Just for that. Santa Maria, light it up tonight, side by side under those Friday lights. Feel the ground shake, hear the crowd. This is racing, fast and loud, fast and loud. Roll it back, take it in. Every logo tells a story. Every sponsor feels the glory. Tonight's racing, brought to you by Fire It Up. Whoa. Fire it up, we're coming back strong. Engine scream, won't be long. Next green flag, next showdown. Santa Maria, shut it down. Dirt flies high, champions rise. You're watching greatness under these skies. So don't blink now, don't miss a lap. We're coming back. Get ready for that. Stay tuned. Stay loud.
What the hell is going on, Paul Brown?
What up, dude?
We're gonna do a little candid
no.
little. You can still keep grinding. I'm gonna let you keep working, bro. But out of Vegas, let's look up. Look, you're looking in a mirror right here, bro.
All right.
You got your boy Jimmy Johnson right here. We say you guys are brothers.
We look that way. No, well, I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my boy. That's so, dude. Talk us through this thing. What are we doing here?
Well, we were in Tulare last night, so we had to change the gear. When I was underneath there, I noticed the jack bolt was coming loose, so I got in there and tightened that up. Just the cage on it. Just trying to get ready for tonight.
Awesome. So how was your night last night at Tulare?
You know, first time really there, so it took me a minute to get used to the track. Long straightaways and tight corners. Once I got going, we were turning some good lap times. I think I was up to about 7th, and Ethan Johnson spun in front of me, and I just tapped him.
Oh,
so
no.
They sent me to the back. I decided to do donuts in the infield instead and go park it, get ready for tonight.
There you go. So main changes is just gear and just do a quick little nut bolt check and make sure it's set right?
Yeah, we'll get on the track tonight or watch and see what the conditions look like. But with Chris, our setup's pretty good anywhere we go. We just got to make small adjustments.
There it is, bro. I'm going to let you get to it, bro.
Thank
Paul,
you.
Good luck tonight.
Later.
This Saturday night, it all comes alive.
You don't just watch it.
You feel it.
This is short track racing at its best.
Santa Maria Speedway. The engine's quiet. fast and bad. From the tires to the fuel to the steel in the frame, it takes a crew and a name behind every name. Local shops, hometown pride, keeping these machines alive. From the pits to the stands, they're part of the show. Every lap you see, they help it go. So take a look, yeah, you know the deal. These are the names that make it real. This is where the horsepower lives, where the throttle roars and the driver gives everything they got, every inch, every lap, no looking back. Just for that Santa Maria, light it up tonight, side by side under those Friday lights. Feel the ground shake, hear the crowd. This is racing, fast and loud, fast and loud. Roll it back, take it in. Every logo tells a story. Every sponsor feels the glory. Tonight's racing, brought to you by Fire It Up. Woo! Fire it up, we're coming back strong. Engine scream, won't be long. Next green flag, next showdown. Santa Maria, shut it down. Dirt flies high, champions rise. You're watching greatness under these skies. So don't blink now, don't miss a lap. We're coming back. Get ready for that. Stay tuned. Stay loud. We'll be right back. Woo! Woo! The engine's quiet, but the night ain't done. Yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, the engine's quiet. Yeah, engine's quiet, but the night ain't done. Dust still hanging from the last run. Lights still glow on this dirt and steel. You can feel it coming, yeah, it's real. Take a breath, but don't go far. This is racing under California stars. Santa Maria, hear that sound? We're just getting ready for the next round. This is where the horsepower lives, where the throttle roars and the driver gives everything they got, every inch, every lap, no looking back. Just for that Santa Maria, light it up tonight, side by side under those Friday lights. From the green to the checkered flag, this is dirt track racing. Fast and bad. Fast and bad. From the tires to the fuel to the steel in the frame, it takes a crew and a name behind every name. Local shops, hometown pride, keeping these machines alive. From the pits to the stands, they're part of the show. Every lap you see, they help it go. So take a look, yeah, you know the deal. These are the names that make it real. This is where the horsepower lives, where the throttle roars and the driver gives everything they got, every inch, every lap, no looking back. Just for that Santa Maria, light it up tonight. Woo!
Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yeah. John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yeah. Fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. John Candy Live. Yeah. JCL, let's go. JCL in control. JCL in control. John Candy Live.
The My Race Pass Pass app is your motorsports headquarters on race night. With over 800 organizations across multiple forms of motorsports, you'll always have the information you need in the palm of your hand. Race day information with official entries, lineups, live timing and drag racing timing slips, official results, point standings, announcer audio, fantasy racing, and so much more. Don't be left in the dark on race night. Download the My Race Pass app today in Google Play and the App Store. My Race Pass, the ultimate racing resource.
Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy live.
What's up, everybody? We're right here, Santa Maria Speedway. Once again, we got the Young Gun Landon King. Dude, you're coming off of your first season. This is season number 2 in your hometown track. You ready for 2026 here at Santa Maria Speedway? Yes. Oh, come on. We said we're going to get a little more out of you with your yes and this and that. Dude. Loosen it up. It's just the camera, bro. It's just the camera. So talk about last season. You was fantastic, right? You had one win on the season. Did it come here?
Yeah, it came here when I was 14 years old.
So 14. So you're 15 years old this year. Do you go to?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to night number 4 of the Points Championship Series here at the Santa Maria Speedway for the 2026 season. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, may you all please rise, and gentlemen, remove your caps for tonight's invocation performed by Eddie Williams.
Lord God, I come to you tonight with a grateful heart. So happy to see so many people coming together in happiness to enjoy a night of fun-filled, exciting racing. We ask that you see that all of our drivers, all of our crews, the staff here at the Speedway, and all of the fans remain safe throughout the night. Thank you so much. You say that where 2 or more are present, therefore are you. And we appreciate you to the end. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. And now, tonight's national anthem performed by Rodeo Queen candidate Raina Serene.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free? And the home of the brave.
Let her hear you, Santa Maria Speedway. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up next will be our first heat race of the night, Mini Stock Heat Race number 1. Congratulations. Fantastic job.
Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, brakes, that's right. Yeah, John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yeah, fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. Yeah, John Candy Live. Yeah. JCL, let's go. JCL in control. JCL in control. John Candy Live.
The My Race Pass app is your motorsports headquarters on race night. With over 800 organizations across multiple forms of motorsports, you'll always have the information you need in the palm of your hand. Race day information with official entries, lineups, live timing and drag racing timing slips, official results, point standings, announcer audio, fantasy racing, and so much more. Don't be left in the dark on race night. Download the My Race Pass app today in Google Play and the App Store. My Race Pass, the ultimate racing resource.
Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yeah, John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yeah, fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. Yeah, John Candy Live. Yeah. JCL, let's go. JCL in control. JCL in control. John Candy Live. Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control.
Ladies and gentlemen, looks like we are just about ready to set off our first heat race of the night. Our mini stocks will be heat race number 1, brought to you by Coastal Creations. And it looks like heat race number 1. Let's talk about the lineup just like this. On a point out at Atascadero, California. We're looking for the 43 of Donnie Nix. And who's outside? He's from Santa Maria, the 33 of Chris Gilbertson. Inside of row number 2, Carson Jackson, the 7J machine. And from Arroyo Grande, California, to his outside from Santa Maria, the 1K of Justin Kluker. Troy Haas in the 77 out of Santa Maria is on the inside of row number 3. And to his outside, also Santa Maria, California native, the 24 of Tim Jeffers. Aaron Culvert out of Shandon, California will be on the inside of row number 4. And to his outside, the 44 of Justin Trammell. That will be your starting lineup for the first heat race of Points Series race number 4 here at Santa Maria Speedway. Once again, a fantastic, beautiful night for dirt track racing action. And the fan experience, ladies and gentlemen, is open to each and every one of you. Right there in turn number 4, you see the staging area. That is open for all of you fans here with the purchase of your ticket, so no VIP at all. You can go enjoy that beautiful seating area and see the cars up close and personal in the fan zone here at the Santa Maria Speedway. Showing them 1 to go at the line, the furled up green flag. Jason Vance, our flagman here at the Santa Maria Speedway, showing them 1 to go. We're going with green flag racing next time off of turn number 4. Donnie Nix, Chris Gilbertson, Carson Jackson, Justin Kluker, Troy Haas, Tim Jeffers, Aaron Culvert, and Justin Trammell. Your 8 cars going 8 laps here for heat race number 1. So it looks like we're going to reset and try it one more time. Making sure everyone is in the correct starting position as they are. There we go. One more time. Showing them one to go. First of 2 heat races for the mini stock division. 16 cars through that back gate, so another fantastic showing for your mini stock division. Then we'll follow it up with dwarf cars, hobby stocks, and round it out with IMCA Northern Sport Mod division. Oh, we got one off the pace over there. That might slow things up as we come to the initial green flag. So Kluker, the 1K, off the pace, pulling out of the infield. And the yellow flag will be flown one more time. Yellow flag. As it looks like we'll have to try it one more time, showing them one to go. I hope this is not an indication of what's to come here tonight. Once we get through this one, the rocks will settle, and we'll get right through the program. I'm sure of it. Green flag's in the air. There we go. Heat race number 1 is underway. Big move from Justin Trammell, the 44 machine. Working around the outside, looking for a 2-for-1 special into turns 1 and 2. Gets a little bit tight, floats up the hill. He falls back. Now he might lose one. All that for naught. Justin Trammell going to the back of the field out front. The 0-2. Chris Gilbertson. Excuse me, that's the 0-2 machine. Yeah, Chris Gilbertson. Got him on my list as 33. That is the 0-2. Mr. Gilbertson out of Santa Maria, California. Out front and running away from the field. Carson Jackson now battle side by side with the 43 of Donnie Nix for the number 2 spot. Throw a blanket. They're still in formation, working off a turn number 2. Great battle out front. Gilbertson in a league of his own right now. Gilbertson straightaway lead already. Just 3 laps into this one. 5 to go. We'll be at the halfway point this time by Chris Gilbertson out of Santa Maria, California. Look for yet another heat race win. Second time these cars have been to the Santa Maria Speedway here in 2026. Check that speed shot coming off of turn number 4. Cars looking mighty fine out there here at Santa Maria Speedway. Gilbertson, 2 to go at the line. Best lap for Gilbertson, 18.453 this time. Staying on that pace. Let's see what the difference is. Back to P2. Carson Jackson, 5.4 seconds. But here comes Trammell. Justin Trammell. Good battle off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Trammell now all over the tail side of the 7J machine as he kicked the white flag for Chris Gilbertson. Trammell taking a peek underneath the 7J of Carson and Jackson. They're going to go door to door into turns 1 and 2. Chris Gilbertson working into 3 off of turn number 4. He'll cross the line. He will lead, and he will take the heat race win. Chris Gilbertson coming home second. They battle off of turn number 4. Justin Trammell picks up the heat race P2. Carson Jackson comes home third. Aaron Colvert, Donnie Nix rounding out the top 5. Congratulations, Chris Gilbertson picking up the heat race win. That'll take us to heat race number 2. Goleta, California's Dick Stevens will be on the point here for heat race number 2. Gary Rayburn Jr. pulling double duties here tonight. He'll be on the outside, driving the number 98 machine. Inside of row number 2, Cassidy Hull out of Santa Maria, driving the 7 entry to her outside out of Vanderburg Village. Number 87 of Mike Smith. Mercedes McLaughlin out of Atascadero, California, driving the number 3 entry to her outside last week's winner. Out of the AG, the 4J of Justin Jackson. Daniel Campbell out of Santa Maria, the 23D machine on the inside of row number 4 to the outside. Scott Turner. And the number 69 will be your final car, starting in 8th position here for heat race number 2 of Mini Stock Racing action. Lights are still yellow, so it looks like we're going to wait one more time around. There we go, the furled up green flag showing 1 to go this time by. Once again, 8 cars, 8 laps the distance here for heat race number 2. Green flag's in the air. Heat race number 2 is underway. Great start right there, side by side. Gary Rayburn Jr. is going to take the advantage into turns 1 and 2. Rayburn now, oh, there's some contact right there. The 7 of Cassidy Hull into the side of the 87 of Mike Smith. Cassidy Hull's going to get the worst of that one. You can see her. She's falling to the back of the field. Cassidy, he's got a flat right front tire, so he will go down to the infield. Gary Rayburn Jr., much of the same out of him and Chris Gilbertson. Gilbertson with a healthy lead, picking up that heat race win right now. Biding his time is the 4J of Justin Jackson. Jackson around the bottom side, now side by side with Dick Stevens in the 1143. The 87 of Mike Smith out of Vandenberg Village. Making the long haul, about a 4-hour drive, he says. Halfway there, 4 laps down, 4 laps to go. A little puff of smoke out of the backside of the 98 for Gary Rayburn Jr. Really wringing the neck of that mini stock. Off turn number 4, speed shot here at Santa Maria Speedway. 3 to go. Right now the advantage as they cross the line, trying to get the update. Gary Rayburn Jr. Our loop is a little bit lagging right now. 2 to go. Right there on your screen, that is the 1143 of Dick Stevens. White flag in the air one more time around. So a bit of an internet issue up here in the booth. That's why our timing and scoring is a little bit off there. So we'll get that off your screen there. As we go to the checkered flag, Gary Rayburn Jr. walking away handedly with this one. Second goes to the 4 of Justin Jackson. The 87 of Mike Smith coming home a 4th. The 1143D of Dick Stevens comes home with the number 4 spot. And rounding out your top 5, the 69 of Scott Turner. So Turner started 8th, up 3 positions, finishing in the top 5. And that'll do it there for heat races for your mini stock division. The invert is 6 for the mini stock division. So 6-car invert. Your top 6 will invert. So what that means, if you finished in the top spot in each of your heats, you're either going to start 6th or 5th, depending on the field draw, and so on and so forth from there on forward. So 6-car invert. I believe 6 is the max. Am I correct? Yes, Stephanie's shaking her head. 6 is the max for the invert, so unfortunate for your top qualifier. My boy Jimmy Johnson up here. He's doing a little bit of stuff for John Candy Live. We got him, put him to work. Him and the boys coming from Bakersfield, California. You want to check out the action that we did last night at Bakersfield RC Raceway? Go to YouTube and Facebook. Also, we got a lot of fine folks that help out here at Santa Maria Speedway. Spencer's Fresh Market, CJ's Cafe, Red Chair Barbershop, Molly Ford out of AG, Brent Reed of Sign Shop, Splash and Dash Car Wash, V. Lopez Jr. and Sons, and Twins Landscape, as well as King's Concrete Construction. Some of the wonderful partners here at the Santa Maria Speedway. Dwarf Kart Heat Nation number 1, Nick Velasquez out of Camarillo on the point, the 41E machine, who was outside out of Santa Maria, the 19K of Kobe Kearns. Daniel Peters on the inside of row number 2 in the 36E, and to his outside, Cameron Squatrio from Gilroy in the 3B. J.D. Brown out of Bakersfield in the 14 on the inside of row number 3, to his outside, Dustin Maddox out of Thousand Oaks in the 57X, and the final car, all by his lonesome, Jake Godemo out of Kama, California, driving the 7X. So it looks like we are waiting for Cameron from Gilroy outside of row 2. Looks like Cameron's not going to make the call. He'll start from the scratch of the field once it comes main event time. Green flag is in the air. One get a little bit crossed up off of turn number 4. Check it out, speed shot down that front straightaway into turns 1 and 2. Nick Velasquez from Camarillo, California. In the number 2 spot, 3060 Daniel Peters, and you pick up the 7X or the 57X of Justin Maddox out of Thousand Oaks. That is your top 3 right now. Crossing the line, Nick Velasquez, the Haas CNC Manufacturing 41E. That's right, that Haas. On the side of the 41E of Nick Velasquez. Always one to watch in the Dwarf Car Division. Not only here at Santa Maria Speedway, but all across California. Picking up victories everywhere from Bakersfield to Ventura. In every single place that the Dwarf Car Divisions run. Nick Velasquez, always one to watch. Ian Velasquez, his brother, must not have made the call. Able to make it to Santa Maria here tonight because he's always battling with his older brother, Nick. Right now, on his tail, that is Daniel Peters. Came home 4th just a week ago here. Looking for a couple of more spots. See if he can finish on that top spot. Last week's winner, not here at Santa Maria Speedway. Let's see if our ticker is working. Looking for that internet check. And not quite. So, still working on the internet problems. We'll have the ticker back up and running once we have our internet back going. And our stream is flawless indeed on John Candy Live at Santa Maria Speedway. 2 left to go. We'll get the white flag next time by for the 41E of Nick Velasquez, working down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. White flag one more time around. Velasquez, blistering speed. Check him out, Hollywood J.D. Brown on your screen. Working at turns 1 and 2. As we come to the checkered flag, that will do it. Nick Velasquez picking up the heat race win out of Camarillo. Daniel Peters coming home P2, the 57 of Dustin Maddox coming home 3rd, the 19 of Kobe Kearns finishing 4th. Rounding out your top 5, 14 of Hollywood J.D. Brown. That'll take us to the second and final heat race for our Dwarf Car Division. Heat race number 2, Adam Hutrion at Arroyo Grande on the point. The 13E machine to his outside at Santa Maria. The 24E of Ryan Caldwell. Jimmy Miller from Ventura driving the 3 machine inside of row number 2 to the outside. The 91E is Scotty Priest. Ian Velasquez out of Camarillo. The 4E is on the inside of row number 3. I was just talking about him. He is here tonight, and he was outside. Our winner of night number 1 for the Dwarf Car Division, Brandon Wiley, the 33N. So there's that 3B of Squatricchio. Trying to get that thing fired up. He was supposed to be heat race number 1. Still not able to get that car fired. Hopefully they can get that figured out for the feature. Cameron coming from Gilroy, California. So looks like our lineup is good. Should be showing them one to go this time by. There it is, lights out. So you can see all 4 corners in turns 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's where you see the green, yellow, and red lights. We do not want to see red lights all night long. We just want a bunch of green light laps, especially as we get into heat race number 2. Adam Hutron, Ryan Caldwell, Jimmy Miller, Scotty Priest, Ian Velasquez, Brandon Wiley. Green flags in the air. Watch those 2 cars from row number 3. Those might be the most decorated drivers in this heat race number 2. Here comes Ian Velasquez now working down that back straightaway to turn number 3. Sun's still beating on that back straightaway. Picking up a little bit of dust right now. The track's got all kinds of traction through the center up. The short way around is nice and smooth, but a little bit slick. But right now, the 24E of Ryan Caldwell. You're getting the best out of all of it from each and every one of your drivers. Heat race number 2 brought to you by Twins Landscaping, Steve's ATV Equipment, Share, Spencer's Fresh Markets, Arrow Plumbing. Here comes Brandon Wiley now. Taking a peek to the inside of Ian Velasquez. Slider served a little bit of right rear action to the 41 or the 4. Let's see if Ian's going to try to battle back to get by Brandon Wiley, but Wiley's a little bit too strong. It works off of turn number 2, now setting his sight on the 24E of Ryan Caldwell. Well, Caldwell off of turn at number 4 down that front straightaway. Look at that beautiful speed shot right down that front straightaway. Back to you, Skis Automotive and Toyota of Santa Maria. Caldwell about a straightaway, not quite a straightaway lead over the 33 of Brandon Wiley. 3 to go this time by. Great little look at the 24. He's working that right rear right in the cushion. 4 wheels over the good stuff is Brandon Wiley in the 33 in, trying to widen out the racing surface just a little bit and try to keep his momentum going forward. We'll get the white flag next time by for the 24E of Ryan Caldwell out of Santa Maria, California. Just minutes from home, looking for a heat race win. He's 4 corners away. Consistent line for Ryan Caldwell. Off a turn at number 2, down the back straightaway for the final time at a turn number 3. Just got to keep the rubber side down as he comes off a turn at number 4. No contest. Ryan Caldwell picks up the heat race win. Best battle on the track is for second, but it's going to go to Brandon Wiley. Ian Velasquez comes home in the number 3 spot. 4th goes to the 13E of Adam Hutrion. Scotty Priest in the 3 of Jimmy Miller. And the redraw, who will it be? 0. 0 is the invert for your dwarf cars, so it'll be a straight up start. If you finished up front in your heat race, you're going to be starting up front. So Ryan Caldwell and Nick Velasquez, that'll be your front row for your dwarf car, a feature. So our next 2 divisions making their debut to the Santa Maria Speedway here in the 2026 season. The Hobby Stocks. We got a stacked good one here for heat race number 1. Aaron Bruce out of Grover Beach, California, driving the 18A machine. He'll be on the point here for heat race number 1. To his outside from Garden Farms, the 8 of Tom Garza. Corbin Kuma out of Tacoma, California on the inside of row number 2 and 17 entry to his outside. Pulling double duties here tonight out of Grover Beach, the 15F of Gary Rayburn Jr. Skylar Charez, the 8X out of Atascadero. He'll be on the inside of row number 3 to his outside, the 2SW of Jeff Stickler. Tom Grisnick on the outside of that front row, multi-time champion here at Santa Maria Speedway. Here comes Aaron Bruce, also a familiar name here at Santa Maria Speedway, on the point here for heat race number 1. So it looks like we've got some segregation in our heat races. All the local guys in heat race number 1. We got a lot of travelers in heat race number 2. So Aaron Bruce and Tom Grisnick, they'll set the pace here. Corbin Kuma, Gary Rayburn Jr., Skylar Charez, and Jeff Stickler. Coming back to the green flag. It's in the air. Great start right there. Side by side as they go to turns 1 and 2. Driving it in deep is going to be Grisnick. Grisnick working the wheel in turns 1 and 2. He's going to lead him down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Aaron Bruce on the bottom side. 3 wide in turns 3 and 4. Look at that side by side by side. Gary Rayburn Jr. hanging it out on the outside, especially glass number 15F. Looking at 3 wide once again, getting up into V3. That's the 17 of Corbin Kuma. Kuma slides himself into turns 3 and 4, protecting that line from Grisnick. No, Grisnick's out front. That's the 8X machine of Skylar Charez. Skylar Charez now side by side with Corbin Kuma. They make a little bit of contact right there into turns 1 and 2. But out front, it is all Tom Grisnick. Grisnick out of Garden Farms. He's got not quite a straightaway lead. Corbin Kuma slings it off into turns 1 and 2. The car gets a little bit tight. You can see that car just pushing the front end in turns 1 and 2. Trying to find his way up to that top spot, or even a little bit further up into the contention for P2 with the 18A of Aaron Bruce. Cars out there working into turns 3 and 4. Your leader, that is Tom Grisnick. On your screen, that's the 15F of Gary Rayburn Jr. Battling with Skylar Charez. Charez on the inside, Gary Rayburn the 15F to his outside. And you can see the big lead for Tom Grisnick. 2 to go at the line. There's that speed shot right down that front straight, right in your living room. John Candy Live. Charez, all kinds of cross up there off turn number 4. Able to hold on to it. You need to keep it going because it's one and done here at Santa Maria Speedway. Coming to the white flag, this time by for Tom Grisnick. Grisnick working off of 4. Takes the white flag 4 corners away from picking up the heat race win. He's got a straightaway advantage. And you can see why. He's a multiple-time track champion here at Santa Maria Speedway. Works off a turn number 4. Grisnick picks up the heat race win. Coming home a second, that's going to go to Aaron Bruce. At the line, Skylar Charez, or make it Corbin Kuma. Corbin Kuma, the 17, comes home third over the 15F of Gary Rayburn Jr. And fifth, a 2, squeaking it out of Jeff Stickler. So he's showing you why he's a multiple-time track champion here at the Santa Maria Speedway. Tom Grisnick picking up the heat race win. Heat race number 2 for your hobby stock division, brought to you by Colin Landscaping, Brand Creative West, Rugged Radio, City of Santa Maria, Regional Transit, Birch Hold Equipment, Splash and Dash Car Wash, and Toast Construction. Lineup looks like this. Ricky Childress Jr. out of Bakersfield, California. He'll be on the point here for heat race number 2. It was outside. He calls tapped home the 28X of Cameron Campbell. Inside of row number 2, the 805 out of Ventura. That is Tom Stevens Jr. To his outside, the 64 of Tom Stevens Sr. Inside of row number 3, the 4 of Colby Quinton. He's out of Porterville. And to his outside, the 25B of Brooks Simmental. So the outside of row number 2, that's a 64 machine. That is Tom Stevens Sr. That's right, the father-son duo. In row number 2, the 805 and the 64. So it looks like the 64 has not made the call. That's why I called the 25 machine, as I saw Brooks Simmental creeping her way up the outside of row number 2. Terry Henry's race prep. Dobit's 25B. So we've got a gray Rubicon in the truck parking. License plate number 9BYU315. 9BYU315. A gray Rubicon in the truck parking. Car's running. Gas prices at $97 a gallon. Might want to get that turned off. As we are coming to the green flag right here off of turn at number 4. Ricky Childress Jr. coming to the green. RCJ, check out his cool podcast we had on John Candy Live, episode number 17. Had a great talk with Ricky Childress Jr. about an hour and a half long, talking about all those racing, all things racing, all things life with Ricky Childress Jr. He's out front now. He's got Cameron Campbell all over his backside. Cameron gets a little bit tight in turns 1 and 2, a lot of bit tight. He's going to fall to the field. Ricky Childress Jr. looking for, I believe, his 6th win on the season. Just picked up a win last night in Tulare, California, the Diana Racing. Big Lick Motorsports 16RCJ. Cameron Campbell looking really sporty out there in that 28 machine. Out of Taft, California, Brooks Simmental. Sitting P3, that is his aunt. And sitting 4th, that is Colby Quinton in the 4. Sound like someone shoots some ducks out underneath their hot rods. Whoa, hang on to it. 805. Getting all kinds of crossed up. Tom Stevens Jr. staying down on the apron. Caution flag will fly. Caution is out for the 805 of Tom Stevens Jr. So that should do it for Tom Stevens, as I believe it should be one and done here in the heat races. So there's no advantage if you're going to be out there and you think you're going to get a caution and it'll let you tag the back of the field. That is not the case here at Santa Maria Speedway in your heat races. In the main events, it is a 2-spin rule. All kinds of cameras right now. We got that camera on screen, guys, set up a little overexposed as we're anticipating the lights to go down. Catching all the action on John Candy Live. And if you're just getting here, we hammer it, we say it all the time, but make sure you guys are following the Santa Maria Speedway YouTube page and John Candy Live YouTube page and all the Facebook and all the Instagram, all the social media stuff. They do a fantastic job here at the Santa Maria Speedway, putting out great content and great ads and great everything. You can see everything is phenomenal here at Santa Maria Speedway. As it looks like we are just about ready to go here for heat race number 2 once again. We got 3 laps down, 5 laps remaining. Ricky Childress Jr. out front of the field. How many times does one say that in a lifetime? Cameron Campbell, P2, Brooks Simmental, and Colby Quinton. All 3 Chevrolet Novas. RCJ, green flags in the air. Ricky Childress, silky smooth through 1 and 2. Now side by side, Brooks Simmental taking a peek to the inside of Cameron Campbell's number 28X machine. Cameron's running a little bit high. You can see the mud flying off the backside of that machine. I should say the clay. That is wet, hooked up, juiced clay. Hang on to it, Brooks Simmental getting all kinds of free. Working the bottom side in turns 1 and 2. Brooks' car looks a little bit tight, that causing it to be snappy loose to the center off. But really got a good handle on the 16 is Ricky Childress Jr. He's got just about a straightaway lead on the field. Coming to 2 to go at the line. Ricky Childress Jr. Silky smooth. Let's check out. Let's see if we got the ticker working. We got it working now. We got internet backup, so check it out. Best lap for Ricky Childress Jr., 16.928. He's got a 3.4 second advantage over that battle for second. White flag in the air one more time around. RCJ. Best battle on the track is for third. Colby Quinton taking a peek underneath the 25 of Brooks Simmental, but out front crossing the line. Checkered flag is in the air. Ricky Childress Jr. picks up the heat race win. Battle at the line. It's going to go to the 28 of Cameron Campbell. Cameron Campbell just by 0.3 of a second over Brooks Simmental, Colby Quinton, your top 4. Picking up right where he left off last night. Ricky Childress Jr. Inverts. 6. Invert is 6. RCJ is going to have to work for it. So that young man, he is going to have his hands full trying to get through the field here at Santa Maria, California, with Invert being 6. And that'll take us to our IMCA Northern Sport Mod Heat Race number 1. Tonight's heat race for your IMCA Northern Sport Mod Heat Race number 1. Red Chair Barbershop, Mid-State Containers, King's Concrete Construction, C's Ace Cafes, Toyota of Santa Maria, and Gold Coast Toyota Dealers. Lineup looks like this out of Pismo Beach, California. That's the 43K machine of Landon King. And to his outside, the 99B of Paul Brown. Inside of row number 2, the 15 of Matthew Frazier. And to his outside, that'll be the 1R of Ryan Olds. Inside of row 3, Adam Baker in the 17 machine out of Bakersfield, California. To his outside, from Atascadero, the 30H of Orion Messina. In row 4, all by his lonesome, another Atascadero driver, the 71 of Aaron Farrell. And that will be your lineup here for heat race number 1. Just like that, I got it all jacked up. That was heat race number 2, guys. Sonny Simpkins on the point for heat race number 1. Colby Ward, Rich Denman, Alyssa Smith, Brian Baker, Ethan Johnson, Willie Oathout, Chad Weber. That is your 6-car field for heat race number 1. Your announcer jumped the gun. He was ready for heat race number 2. Not quite yet. Sonny Simpkins, the Motor City Throwdown B-Tough 68 machine. On the point, the lady driver out of Bakersfield, California. This is her rookie season in the IMCA Northern Sport Mod Division. Starting on the points. In the family hometown, the Simpkins is well known for Santa Maria Speedway racing action. This is the green flag in the air. Sonny Simpkins, great-granddaughter to Spud Simpkins, granddaughter to Danny Simpkins, daughter to Billy. Out there leading lap number 1. She'll take the lead here on the first lap here at Santa Maria Speedway. Sonny's doing a fantastic job wheeling that 68 machine down that back straightaway, keeping that right rear right in the good stuff nice and smooth. Sonny Simpkins working off a turn number 4 now. Puff of smoke out of the backside of Willie Oathout's 14. Tire rub for Oathout. Chad Weber in the main electric 37 working the bottom side of turns 1 and 2, trying to get by Kobe Ward in the X machine. Ward getting crossed up, contact almost made, but out front it is all Sonny Simpkins. Sonny Simpkins in the B-Tough Motor City Throwdown 68S machine. Alyssa Smith sitting P2. Rich Denman, Willie Oathout, and Brian Baker rounding out that top 5. Battle of the 14s working off a turn at number 4. That is Rich Denman and Willie Oathout. Oathout is the 14W. That is a red and yellow machine. But here comes Brian Baker to his inside. Baker Fabrication 40. Trying to get to the 14W of Willie Oathout. Gets a little bit tight. That's going to hurt his campaign and that run. 3 laps to go. Sonny Simpkins looking for the first heat race win in her IMCA Northern Sport Mod career. Working in turns 3 and 4. The other lady driver, Alyssa Smith, out of Norco, California. Sitting P2, the Tom's Fabrication 31A. Rich Denman, the 14. That is the Enduro racer. But he's been in sport mod racing the last couple of years in that beautiful looking 14 Chevron sponsored machine. White flag in the air one more time around for Sonny Simpkins. Sonny ripping right around the middle of the racetrack as he works off of turn number 2 down that back straightaway. Sonny Simpkins putting the Be Tough on the map here in heat race number 1. Simpkins picks up the heat race win. Alyssa Smith comes on P2. Rich Denman, Willie Othbout, Brian Baker, 11 of Ethan Johnson, Chad Weber, and the 01 of Kobe Ward. That will do. Give it up, race fans. The lady driver out of Bakersfield, California, Sonny Simpkins, picks up the heat race win. Fantastic, phenomenal job. That is Sonny Simpkins. Another fun fact, we had a John Candy Live podcast with Sonny Simpkins. You can check it out. Lady drivers finishing 1 and 2 there for heat race number 1. Sonny Simpkins and Alyssa Smith. Showing the hairy-legged boys how the hog eats the cabbage. Another Moserism for you right there as we get into heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 brought to you by Steve's ATV Aero Plumbing, Brand Creative West Rugged Radios, and Birch Toll Equipment. And your lineup looks like this. On the point here for heat race number 1, the 43K machine out of Arroyo Grande. That is Landon King to his outside. The 99B of Paul Brown. Inside of row number 2, the 15F of Matthew Frazier to the outside. The 1R of Ryan Olds. Inside of row number 3, the 17A of Adam Baker to his outside. The 30H of Orion Messina. In row number 4, all by his lonesome out of Atascadero, the Farrell's Body, number 71. That is Aaron Farrell. That'll be your 7 cars. 7 cars going 8 laps here for heat race number 2. This is the second final heat race of the IMCA Northern Sport Mod Division. Right after this, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it will be. It will be our Santa Maria Speedway tradition of a bike giveaway for our junior fan club member of the night. Brought to you by Toyota of Santa Maria. We give a bike away each and every night here at Santa Maria Speedway. Something it's fantastic for all you fans out here. Fan-friendly, family environment here. Landon King, the 15-year-old driver. That's right. Got it right here in Pismo Beach, California. Starting on the point here for heat race number 2. Had a good word with him down in the pits. It's a brand new 2024 Twisted Motorsports chassis and the Clay Daly Racing Stables. Has a hard look coming to the green. Jason didn't quite like that one. Paul Brown might have been playing a little bit of tricks right there. As we will try it one more time. Caution flag is out. Caution is out. A little bit too anticipatory for the 43K of Landon King. That young driver in his rookie season, back when he was 14 years old, it seems like a long time ago, 14 years of age, picked up a victory right here at the Santa Maria Speedway. Right towards the end of last year, his rookie season, making his way through the ranks. He started his career right here at Santa Maria Speedway in the Mini Dwarf division. He's been doing some outlaw kart racing, and now he's behind the wheel of the IMCA Northern Sport Mod division. It's going to be the ones to watch as he goes through the ranks. Steph and I were up here talking. That's going to be a name we're going to be hearing through the years. Going to be to the likes of Ethan Dotson. As we come to the green flag here off of turn at number 4. Side by side at the cone. Green flag in the air. Better start this time now, Paul Brown. Battling hard with the 43K of Landon King. King's going to get the advantage now. He's going to bring Frazier with him down that back straightaway. Landon King has a Twisted Motorsports 43 machine up front. He'll lead lap number 1. Frazier in the number 2 spot. The 99B of Paul Brown sitting 3rd and 4th is Adam Baker in the 19A. Off the pace is the Rubo Electric 1R for Ryan Olds, trying to hold it down to the infield. Can he do so? Another Baker Fabrication sponsored machine. Here we got a battle for the top spot. Frazier down to the inside. Matthew Frazier taking a peek to the inside of King. Looks like the caution flag will fly. Caution's out for the 1R of Ryan Olds. So just for safety measure, to keep him out of harm's way, the caution will come out for the Baker Fabrication Rubel Electric 1R of Ryan Olds. So Landon King racing last night as well, pulling the doubleheader from Tulare, California, back to his hometown here in Santa Maria. His heat race last night didn't go as planned. They blew up a power plant. Underneath the hood, there was the crate motor, so they had another one in the trailer that came home and put that thing back together. It's got the open motor in it here for the hometown track. It's great to see they were able to make all those repairs. That is a racing family indeed. The Toast Construction and Finish Line signs, 43K for Landon King. Talking about racing families, Matthew Frazier, his brother Marcus Frazier, finishing second last weekend in the IMCA Modified Division. Quest Imaging 15F. Paul Brown, his third season in the IMCA Northern Sport Mod Divisions, has come a long way. And Adam Baker in the 17A, always one to watch. Green flag back in the air. We've got all kinds of chassis. We've got Twisted Motorsports, Victory Circle chassis, and Razor chassis on the top four. Here comes Frazier around the outside. Matthew Frazier. We got a new leader at the line. Matthew Frazier ripping the 15F machine. Off a two, shot out the cannon, down the back straight when it turns 3 and 4. Frazier now got a straightaway lead now. Bronze for Landon King. Landon gets a little crossed up, working the bottom side of turns 1 and 2. Getting a little shot in shorts from the 17A of Adam Baker. Landon trying to get that bottom to work. Can't help but think that motor might be sounding a little ill underneath the 43K. Somebody sounds not quite perfect out there. Or it could be that a 15 of Frazier just ripping it off the chip because he is hauling the mail here in heat race number 2. Frazier's got a 2.5 second advantage over Adam, or make it Paul Brown. Paul Brown's got 4 back to Adam Baker, Landon King, and Aaron Farrell rounding out your top 5. White flag in the air one more time around. Matthew Frazier has that Stevenson Suspension Victory Circle chassis perfect here for heat race number 1. Not very much wheel input at all as he comes to the checkered flag. Matthew Frazier picks up the heat race win. Coming home second is the 99B of Paul Brown. Adam Baker third. Fourth is going to be the 17 of Farrell. Landon King and Ryan Messina rounding out your 6-car field. Hometown boys, especially Glass Stevenson Suspension, Victory Circle 15F, it's Matthew Frazier. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for all of our heat races here tonight. You know what time it is. It's time to get up here for the candy giveaway. So race fans and all you junior fans, make your way up to here right underneath the concession stands. We'll get with Lindsey Weber and we'll get with our boys over there. I think we got Jack and Josh Johnson. We'll hand out some candy right here at Santa Maria Speedway. So get en route.
Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yeah. John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yeah. Fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Woo. Racing on screens. Yeah. John Candy Live. Yeah.
The My Race Pass Pass app is your motorsports headquarters on race night. With over 800 organizations across multiple forms of motorsports, you'll always have the information you need in the palm of your hand. Race day information with official entries, lineups, live timing and drag racing timing slips, official results, point standings, announcer audio, fantasy racing, and so much more. Don't be left in the dark on race night. Download the My Race Pass app today in Google Play and the App Store. My Race Pass, the ultimate racing resource.
Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no breaks, that's right. Yeah. John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yeah. Fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. Yeah. John Candy Live. Yeah. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no breaks, that's right. Yeah. John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yeah. Fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. Yeah. John Candy Live. Yeah.
Engine's quiet, but the night ain't done. Yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, the engine's quiet. Yeah, engine's quiet, but the night ain't done. Dust still hanging from the last run. Light still glow on this dirt and steel. You can feel it coming, yeah, it's real. Take a breath, but don't go far. This is racing under California stars. Santa Maria, hear that sound? We're just getting ready for the next round. This is where the horsepower lives, where the throttle roars and the driver gives everything they got, every inch, every lap, no looking back. Just full attack. Santa Maria, light it up tonight, side by side under those Friday lights. From the green to the checkered flag, this is dirt track racing. Fast and bad. Fast and bad. From the tires to the fuel to the steel in the frame, it takes a crew and a name behind every name. Local shops, hometown pride, keeping these machines alive. From the pits to the stands, they're part of the show. Every lap you see, they help it go. So take a look, yeah, you know the deal. These are the names that make it real. This is where the horsepower lives, where the throttle roars and the driver gives everything they got, every inch, every lap, no looking back. Just full attack. Santa Maria, light it up tonight, side by side under those Friday lights. Feel the ground shake, hear the crowd. This is racing, fast and loud, fast and loud. Roll it back. Every logo tells a story. Every sponsor feels the glory. Tonight's racing, brought to you by Fire It Up. Whoa. Fire it up, we're coming back strong. Engine scream, won't be long. Next green flag, next showdown. Santa Maria, shut it down. Dirt flies high, champions rise. You're watching greatness under these skies. So don't blink now, don't miss a laugh. We're coming back. Get ready for that. Stay tuned. Stay loud. We'll be right back.
What the hell is going on, Paul Brown?
What up, dude?
We're gonna do a little candid
no.
little. Dude, you can still keep grinding. I'm gonna let you keep working, bro. But out of Bakersfield, let's look up. Look, you're looking in a mirror right here, bro.
All right.
You got your boy Jimmy Johnson right here. We say you guys are brothers.
We look that way. No, well, I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my boy. That's so, dude. Talk us through this thing. What are we doing here?
Well, we were in Tulare last night, so we had to change the gear. When I was underneath there, I noticed the jack bolt was coming loose, so I got in there and tightened that up. Just the cage on it. Just trying to get ready for tonight.
Awesome. So how was your night last night at Tulare?
You know, first time really there, so it took me a minute to get used to the track. Long straightaways and tight corners. Once I got going, we were turning some good lap times. I think I was up to about 7th, and Ethan Johnson spun in front of me, and I just tapped him.
Oh,
so
no.
They sent me to the back. I decided to do donuts in the infield instead and go park it, get ready for tonight.
There you go. So main changes is just gear and just do a quick little nut bolt check and make sure it's set right?
Yeah, we'll get on the truck tonight or watch and see what the conditions look like. But with Chris, our setup's pretty good anywhere we go. We just got to make small adjustments.
There it is, bro. I'm going to let you get to it, bro.
Thank you.
Good luck tonight.
Later.
What's up, everybody? We're right here at Santa Maria Speedway. Once again, we got the young gun Landon Cain. Dude, you're coming off of your first season. This is season number 2 in your hometown track. You ready for 2026 here at Santa Maria Speedway?
Yes.
Oh, come on. We said we're going to get a little more out of you with your yes and this and that. Dude. Loosen it up. It's just a camera, bro. It's just a camera. So talk about last season. You was fantastic, right? You had 1 win on the season. Did it come here?
Yeah, they came here when I was 14 years old.
So 14, so you're 15 years old this year. Do you go to school here? So you're out of Santa Maria?
AG.
AG, so Arroyo Grande.
Yep.
So you come from a long line of racing. So your dad raced pro stock, right?
Yeah.
And so what has kind of your history been in racing so far?
I was in mini dwarfs here, and then I moved up to outlaw carts, and then now I'm back in big cars here.
So what do you think has been the most difficult thing that you've driven so far? The dwarf car? Was it the outlaw carts?
The outlaw carts.
Is it because those things are so brutal, right? There's no power steering. There's nothing. You really got to manhandle it. So what's the difference between that and the sport line?
They're faster and harder to drive than the sport line.
So you think? Oh, I think so too. That maybe not top speed, just but how twitchy and how responsive they are. So what do you take? Can you take anything from that to the sport mod, or is it completely different things?
Completely different.
So what do you? I mean, you've already had some success in this thing. And I think the first time we talked at Bakersfield Speedway, one of your first times there, you were in the top 3, and those guys are all like killers in the sport mod division. So I mean, you kind of really took to it like a duck to water. So what did translate to jumping right into this and like having some success right away?
We got a new car this year, so it's really helping me out.
Oh, so this is a new piece?
Yeah.
So what are you driving this year?
The Evo 2024.
So the 2024 Evo, is this plates with Clay Daly?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, Clay Daly's always been fantastic. He's got a fantastic program. So is he kind of hands-on with you, like set up stuff and everything?
Yeah. When he's at the track, he can't help.
So is he, I'm sure he's just a phone call away, right, if you need something?
Yeah.
And I know, I think Ryan Smith, Ryan's here as well, and they run Evo stuff. So, I mean, I'm sure if you needed anything, you could get a hold of Ryan next level. So who do you think is going to be your biggest competition now? I mean, Tyler Bannister dominated sport mods for so long, so who do you think is going to be the number one contender for sport mods here?
Probably Jason Bannister or Chris Smith.
Chris Smith or Jason Bannister? So what do you if you had to run with them side by side, you feel intimidated by them or anything, or they're just another driver out there?
This is basically another driver.
That's what I mean, because I don't know if you've seen that post going around with the young Jeff Gordon out there with this conversation on sprint car racing. Same thing. I think he was 13, 14 years old, out there running with these old veteran sprint car drivers. And that was one of the questions they asked. They were like, are you intimidated by this? And no, man, they're just another driver. And because you have the skills, so it's not like they're out there messing with the young kid that doesn't know what they're doing, right? So you're doing a fantastic job so far, man. And hopefully we can see this piece in Victory Lane right off the bat. So do you think that's something that might be in the cards?
I don't know. Last night we blew up in Tulare, so we'll have to see what this motor does.
Oh, so you guys ran Tulare. How did you guys do? You guys run pretty good in the heat?
No, we were running like 5th, and then we started fading away because we lost oil pressure. So.
Oh, so it kind of went south in the heat.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh man, that was pretty tough tow for you. But you guys turned it around. So this is the second coater you guys had.
Yep.
So you guys check all the bolts. It's got oil in it, right?
Yeah.
You guys got it all fired up. Everything seems to be good at the house.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed, bro. Fingers crossed. So who do you got to thank on this things before we cut on out of here?
Setcher Ghost Playground, my mom, my dad, Johnny, King Concrete, Rogan Radio, Coast Plumbing, Finish Line, Justin Crockett, Next Level, and Evo, and Gear Body Shop.
There it is right there, man. Landon King, thanks so much, man. We're going to get this on the broadcast here tonight. Make sure you tell everybody, all your friends, everything's going to be live for free tonight. John Kennedy Live, Santa Maria Speedway YouTube pages. Tell them all like, comment, subscribe, and check you out.
All right, thank you.
All right, brother. Cool.
Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yeah. John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yeah. Fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Woo. Racing on screens. Yeah. John Candy Live. Yeah.
The My Race Pass app is your motorsports headquarters on race night. With over 800 organizations across multiple forms of motorsports, you'll always have the information you need in the palm of your hand. Race day information with official entries, lineups, live timing and drag racing timing slips, official results, point standings, announcer audio, fantasy racing, and so much more. Don't be left in the dark on race night. Download the My Race Pass app today in Google Play and the App Store. My Race Pass, the ultimate racing resource.
Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll.
The engine's quiet, but the night ain't done. Yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Oh. The engine's quiet.
Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yo, John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yo, fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. Yo, John Candy Live. Yeah. JCL, let's go. JCL in control. JCL in control. John Candy Live.
The My Race Pass app is your motorsports headquarters on race night. With over 800 organizations across multiple forms of motorsports, you'll always have the information you need in the palm of your hand. Race day information with official entries, lineups, live timing and drag racing timing slips, official results, point standings, announcer audio, fantasy racing, and so much more. Don't be left in the dark on race night. Download the My Race Pass app today in Google Play and the App Store. My Race Pass, the ultimate racing resource.
Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yo, John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yo, fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. Yo, John Candy Live. Yeah. JCL, let's go. JCL in control. JCL in control. John Candy Live. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yo, John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yo, fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. Yo, John Candy Live. Yeah. JCL, let's go. JCL in control. JCL in control. John Candy Live.
The engine's quiet, but the night ain't done. Yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, the engine's quiet. Yeah, engine's quiet, but the night ain't done. Dust still hanging from the last run. Lights still glow on this dirt and steel. You can feel it coming, yeah, it's real. Take a breath, but don't go far. This is racing under California stars. Santa Maria, hear that sound? We're just getting ready for the next round. This is where the horsepower lives, where the throttle roars and the driver gives everything they got, every inch, every lap, no looking back. Just full attack, Santa Maria. Light it up tonight, side by side under those Friday lights. From the green to the checkered flag, this is dirt track racing. Fast and bad. From the tires to the fuel to the steel in the frame, it takes a crew and a name behind every name. Local shops, hometown pride, keeping these machines alive. From From the pits to the stands, they're part of the show. Every lap you see, they help it go. So take a look, yeah, you know the deal. These are the names that make it real. This is where the horsepower lives, where the throttle roars and the driver gives everything they got, every inch, every lap, no looking back. Just for Santa Maria. Light it up tonight, side by side under those Friday lights. Feel the ground shake, hear the crowd. This is racing, fast and loud, fast and loud. Roll it back, take it in. Every logo tells a story. Every sponsor feels the glory. Tonight's racing, brought to you by Fire It Up. Woo! Fire it up, we're coming back strong. Engine scream won't be long. Next green flag, next showdown. Santa Maria, shut it down. Dirt flies high, champions rise. You're watching greatness under these skies. So don't blink now, don't miss a lap. We're coming back. Get ready for that. Stay tuned. Stay loud. We'll be right back. Woo! Woo!
Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yeah. John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yeah. Fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. Yeah. John Candy Live. Yeah. JCL, let's go. JCL in control. JCL in control. John Candy Live.
The My Race Pass app is your motorsports headquarters on race night. With over 800 organizations across multiple forms of motorsports, you'll always have the information you need in the palm of your hand. Race day information with official entries, lineups, live timing and drag racing timing slips, official results, point standings, announcer audio, fantasy racing, and so much more. Don't be left in the dark on race night. Download the My Race Pass app today in Google Play and the App Store. My Race Pass, the ultimate racing resource.
Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yeah. John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yeah. Fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. Yeah. John Candy Live. Yeah. JCL, let's go. JCL in control. JCL in control. John Candy Live.
This Saturday night, it all comes alive. You don't just watch it.
You feel it.
This is short track racing at its best.
Santa Maria Speedway.
Be there.
What the hell is going on, Paul Brown?
What up, dude?
We're gonna do a little candid
no.
little. You can still keep grinding. I'm gonna let you keep working, bro. But out of Bakersfield, let's look up. Look, you're looking in a mirror right here, bro.
All right.
You got your boy Jimmy Johnson right here. We say you guys are brothers.
We look that way. No, well, I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my boy. That's so, dude. Talk us through this thing. What are we doing here?
Well, we were in Tulare last night, so we had to change the gear. When I was underneath there, I noticed the jack bolt was coming loose, so I got in there and tightened that up, just the cage on it. Just trying to get ready for tonight.
Awesome. So how was your night last night at Tulare?
You know, first time really there, so it took me a minute to get used to the track. It's long straightaways and tight corners. Once I got going, we were turning some good lap times. I think I was up to about 7th, and Ethan Johnson spun in front of me, and I just tapped him.
Oh,
so
no.
They sent me to the back. I decided to do donuts in the infield instead and go park it, get ready for tonight.
There you go. So the main changes is just gear and just do a quick little nut bolt check and make sure it's set right?
Yeah, we'll get on the track tonight or watch and see what the conditions look like. But with Chris, our setup's pretty good anywhere we go. We just got to make small adjustments.
There it is, bro. I'm going to let you get to it, bro.
Thank you.
Good luck tonight.
Later.
Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yo, John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yo, fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. Yo, John Candy Live. Yeah.
The My Race Pass app is your motorsports headquarters on race night. With over 800 organizations across multiple forms of motorsports, you'll always have the information you need in the palm of your hand. Race day information with official entries, lineups, live timing and drag racing timing slips, official results, point standings, announcer audio, fantasy racing, and so much more. Don't be left in the dark on race night. Download the My Race Pass app today in Google Play and the App Store. My Race Pass, the ultimate racing resource.
Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yo, John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yo, fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. Yo, John Candy Live, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, first A feature out on track, ready to lock horns and get it done here tonight at the Santa Maria Speedway. Lineup looks like this for the mini stock A feature, 20 laps the distance. On the point from Vandenberg Village, and the 87 is Mike Smith to his outside. From the AG, the 7J of Carson Jackson. Inside of row number 2, it is the 4J of Justin Jackson out of AG to his outside out of Santa Maria, California. The 44 of Justin Trammell. Inside of row number 3, you pick up the 98J of Gary Rayburn Jr. out of Grover Beach to his outside. The 02 of Chris Gilbertson. Inside of row number 4, starting 7th on the field out of Shandon, California. That has a 5 machine of Aaron Culvert. And it was outside the 1143 of Dick Stevens. Inside of row number 5, the 43 of Donnie Nix out of Atascadero to the outside, the 69 of Scott Turner. Inside of row number 6, Troy Haas out of Santa Maria in the 77 machine to his outside, the 23D of Daniel Campbell. Tim Jeffers, Mercedes McLaughlin, Justin Kluker, and Cassidy Hull. That is the remaining lineup. I was a little bit tardy, and the cars were ready to go, but we're going to have the naughty stick waved at our drivers here. Take a peek at that speed shot right off a turn at number 4, right in your living room. They got to be side by side at the cone. Carson Jackson, Mike Smith will get another shot at it. Mike Smith making the long haul from Vandenberg Village. Steph's giving me flack. She says, Vandenberg's only 20 minutes away. That's all right. It's great to see him out here in that 87 machine. Carson Jackson right down the road here at Royal Grande. Justin Jackson, Justin Trammell, Gary Rayburn Jr., Chris Gilbertson coming to the Green Flag American Sack Heat Race. Make it a feature. We are underway. Good side-by-side start. They work 3 wide off a turn and number 2. Check them out down that back straightaway. Coming into turns 3 and 4. 3 wide once again. The meat in the sandwich. That is Carson Jackson, the 7J, falling back in a hurry. Leading lap number 1. That is Mike Smith. Right in the number 2 spot, Justin Jackson in the 4J machine, our most recent winner. Looking to go back-to-back in as many weeks for the 4J at Justin Jackson. Ripping around that outside is the 5 of Aaron Colvert out of Shandon, California. Colvert making a 3-car battle at the line. Colvert's got a lot of ponies underneath the hood of that orange and green number 5 machine as he works down that back straightaway. Jackson taking a peek to the inside here into turns 3 and 4. Problems for Justin Jackson. He'll fall back to 5th. Take a look at timing and scoring out front. It is the 5 machine. Sitting P2, Gary Rayburn Jr. Gary Rayburn now making the move, trying to get to the backside of the 5 of Aaron Colvert. Colvert, you got company. Here comes Gary Rayburn Jr. taking a peek to the inside. Side by side at the line. Who's it going to be this time by? It's going to be Rayburn by 0.127. Chris Gilbertson throwing his hat into the ring in that top 3, now side by side with the 5 machine of Aaron Colvert. Great battle with your top 3. 5 laps down, make it 6, 14 to go at the line. Good 3-car battle now. Chris Gilbertson battling for P2. Gary Rayburn Jr. putting that 98X firmly in the number 1 position. He's got a 1.3 second advantage over Chris Gilbertson. Gilbertson was lights out fast in his heat race. Check him out. A speed shot coming off a turn at number 4. Almost getting a touch of that camera right there down that front straightaway. That's good stuff right there. Gary Rayburn Jr. still out front, sitting second. Is Chris Gilbertson, Justin Jackson, Aaron Colvert, Justin Trammell, rounding out that top 5. Silky smooth, creeping up on the halfway point. We are there this time by 10 laps down, 10 laps remaining for the 98 of Gary Rayburn Jr. No real battles from there on back. Let's see if we can catch somebody through the middle of the field. Right there, you got the 77. That is Troy Haas. Gets it wrong. He goes around at turn number 2. Waiting for the caution. He gets it relit, but the caution flag, it's too late. Caution comes out for the 77 of Haas. Commentators curse just as we go live on the 77 for Troy. He gets it wrong, spins it out. Caution flag will fly here. First time of Point Series race number 4 at Santa Maria Speedway. Caution out for Troy Haas. So lineup is good. Delaware style restart. Leader out front all by his lonesome. Side by side from there on back. Gary Rayburn Jr. has that 98 machine. He was a bridesmaid just a week ago. He wants to pick up the victory here on night number 2 for the mini stock division. Giving him a hard look as they work down that back straight or the front straightaway. Green flags in the air. Chris Gilbertson got a great restart in the O2 machine. But here comes the 4J of Justin Jackson, shot in the shorts. Giving a speed run to the O2 of Chris Gilbertson. Gilbertson, all kinds of penalties underneath the hood of that O2 machine. Now takes a peek to the inside of Gary Rayburn Jr. Chris Gilbertson gets a little too free. He's going to lose that momentum run, but he's got great power. Like I said, caution two. We got one. We got 2 together, 3 together. And turn number 2, that's Carson Jackson, the 77, it looks like again. Carson Jackson and the 43 in that one as well. There's Carson Jackson, the 7J. Rolling away from that one. So your lineup is working in the right direction. Gary Rayburn had a rear view mirror full of the O2. Talking about a rear view mirror full, the 4J of Justin Jackson was all over the back bumper of the O2 of Chris Gilbertson. Justin looking for his second win on the season. Justin said that car was on the trailer all winter long. He was busy working on other people's hot rods. He fueled it up, put air in the tires, and came out and he won. Night number 1 for the mini stocks. That was just a week ago. See if he can go back-to-back victories here at the Santa Maria Speedway. But right now, it looks like the O2 of Gilbertson and Gary Rayburn Jr. are the ones to beat and the ones to watch in this feature. Still a lot of time to work. We got 8 laps left to go. Take a peek at the beautiful Santa Maria Speedway, the Central Coast. The sun is setting on the beautiful 101. You see in the background. Just got to get the 43 and Carson Jackson, the 7J, to fall in the tail of the field. And we'll try another shot at the Delaware-style restart. Taking a peek is your crew down there in the hot pit lane. That's right. All the work that has been done to those cars during competition in the A features is done right there in the hot pit lane. And it looks like we're having a little word on the front straightaway with the 87. Mike Smith from Vandenberg Village started on the point of this feature. Carson Jackson car loaded up on him a little bit. You can hear it sputtering, but it sounds a little bit better as he gets into the RPMs of that 7J. Top 10 look like this. Gary Rayburn Jr., Chris Gilbertson, Justin Jackson, Justin Trammell, Mike Smith, Carson Jackson will have to go to the tail of the field. The 23D of Daniel Campbell will be in the number 6 spot over Donnie Nix, Dick Stevens, Troy Huss, Cassidy Hull. Furled up green flag. Jason Manchone, a 1 to go this time by. Green flag back in the air. 8 laps remain. Mini suck. Hey, a main event. Good restart for the 98 of Gary Rayburn. The 23D looks like he's going to come out just in the nick of time. Daniel Campbell. Daniel Campbell was out on our toss and intermission. But here comes Chris Gilbertson. Gilbertson taking a peek to the inside, trying to make a move. We got contact made in the turns 3 and 4. Around goes a 1-1-3D, or 23D of Dick Stevens. Steven facing the wrong direction in turns 3 and 4. Cautions, breeding cautions here in the A feature. Dick Stevens Trucking Coastal Creations number 87 S machine brings out the caution here on lap number 13. So the 87 tags the back of the field. Mike Smith was running 12th at the time. Got him reset. We'll try it again. Gary Rayburn, Chris Gilbertson, Justin Jackson, Justin Trammell. That is your first 4 cars. Who's outside the 1143 of Dick Stevens, Cassidy Hull, Troy Haas, Carson Jackson, Scott Turner, Donnie Nix. That's your top 10. 7 more revolutions around the 1/3 clay oval here at the Santa Maria Speedway for our first A feature of night number 4 of Points Championship Racing. As we come back to the green flag. Great start once again for Gary Rayburn Jr., but here comes Justin Jackson. Justin Jackson taking a peek around the outside. They're going to be side-by-side dragger racing into turn number 3. Chris Gilbertson on the inside. Justin Jackson to his outside. At the line, it's still Gary Rayburn Jr. Leading from the drop of the green flag now, Chris Gilbertson almost feeding that right rear to Justin Jackson. He's going to have to bobble, and he pushes up the hill. Losing some ground to the O2. Chris Gilbertson. He's got a lot of speed. He's got a lot of power underneath the hood. Now, Justin Jackson gets super tight as that right rear hits the cushion to the middle of the racing surface. Now, Gilbertson all over the backside of the 98 of Gary Rayburn Jr. 5 laps left to go for the 98 of Gary Rayburn. Rayburn still silky smooth in the 98 machine. He may not have the fastest car. Looks like the fastest car on track is that O2 of Chris Gilbertson. But right now, Gary Rayburn Jr. has that preferred line as he works down to the inside, coming down that back straightaway into turn number 3. Gilbertson and Rayburn. Contact made in 3 and 4. Chris Gilbertson letting Gary Rayburn Jr. know that he is there. And Justin Jackson is licking his chops as he sees them battling side by side. Rayburn gets tight. He goes up the hill off of turn number 2. Here comes Chris Gilbertson to the inside. Side by side as they work into turn number 3. Rayburn now gets 3 and 4 to perfection. He's got to do it 4 more times. 2 laps remaining. Rayburn flawless in 1 and 2. Working off a 2 down that back straightaway. Gilbertson is going to have to do something spectacular as we'll have the white flag at the line. White flag one more time around. Gary Rayburn Jr., Chris Gilbertson. Gilbertson to his inside. They're going to be door-to-door to turns 1 and 2. Will Justin Jackson be able to capitalize with a two-car battle right here for the top spot? Gilbertson gets free off of turn number 2. Gary Rayburn Jr. for the final time coming into turns 3 and 4. Working off of turn number 4 at the line. Who's it going to be? Gary Rayburn Jr. Chris Gilbertson comes home in the number 2 spot. Third goes to Justin Jackson. Fourth goes to the 44 of Justin Trammell. That will do it for your first A feature of the night. Gary Rayburn Jr. comes home with the victory. Making his way to the scales to make it official. Ladies and gentlemen, if the light goes green, it will be official. It's green. Gary Rayburn Jr. picks up officially the A main event victory here tonight at the Santa Maria Speedway. Gary Rayburn's going to park it right there on that front straightaway. Getting the congratulations. The safety net is coming off. He's coming up and out. Ladies and gentlemen, he can hear you now. Give it up for Gary Rayburn Jr. Gary, I'll let you get that safety equipment off. I'm going to run over here and get your hardware. He's got a lot of fans here tonight. Gary, we're going to put this right on the hood. Jason's going to give him the heads up. Take a sign. That's that bad boy right there. Sign that bad boy right in the corner. Gary Rayburn Jr. pulling double duties here tonight. Man, what a fantastic drive. This thing was up front all night long. Getting the kisses right there from the missus. Gary, that was a fantastic run. You came second last week. Get the win here this week. It's got to feel great.
Yeah, finally I beat Justin. That's my best friend, and I'm trying to beat him every night, you know what I mean? And I realized 02 was there, and I was like, wow, you know, but I'm just really glad. I'm really lucky, and I love my wife, and I love my kids and my family and my brother Dale, and thank you so much.
Man, you guys are pulling double duties here tonight. You got this, and you got the hobby stock. You know, what's the biggest difference when you go from this car and you hop into that hobby stock?
Oh, hundreds of horsepower. Like, I'm trying to figure out the hobby stock that I can actually run up top or in the middle and, you know, throttle out.
So who do you got to thank on the 98? I know you had some help from Justin Trammell. Those guys put a water pump in it last week. Who else helps you out in this 98 machine?
Just, you know, Justin Jackson and his son, and you know, ACT Finance just gave me some wheels this week, so that's kind of it. And then my wife, so that's it.
There it is, a family affair right here. Gary Rayburn Jr., man, fantastic job coming home in that number 1 spot. Then we're going to go talk over here real quick. The 02 machine, Chris Gilbertson. Chris, this thing was a hot rod here tonight. Man, this thing was bad fast. A lot of ponies underneath the hood right there, but this probably was the fastest car on the track. You just couldn't find a way around that 98 of Gary Rayburn Jr.
Yeah, you know, we went the first half of the race with not a single caution, and I could see I was catching him. And then I thought when we got that first caution, that was going to be it, and I got right next to him, and then it seemed like everybody wanted to spin out right then and there. And I just didn't have enough time to get back around him.
But that's something to attest to this mini stock racing here at Santa Maria. You guys are, you know, you want to win. Everybody wants to win. Everyone wants to beat this 4J machine, but you guys race so clean. That was great, clean racing between you and Gary.
Yeah, you know, I accidentally bumped the leader and spun him out. I felt bad about that last week, so I wanted to be a little more cautious. And you can still do it. We're definitely we all know each other, so we try to race clean.
There it is right there. All right, that is Chris coming home in the number 2 spot. Who come home third? The 4 machine, right? Justin Jackson. Sorry, Justin. Coming home in the number 3. Man, you tried. You said, I don't know if I got the ponies. This thing had plenty of power up there. You guys were still running. He's shaking his head. He's like, I need more.
Yeah, I don't nearly have as much motor as these guys in these Toyotas up here. The car handles good. That's the main thing about my car and why it does so good. I can't compete with these guys on this heavy track, but it was still fun. You know, we got 3rd place, and we're still right there in the running for the championship, so we'll keep on pushing.
There it is right there. That is Justin Jackson and Justin Trammell coming home 4th in the 44 machine. Justin, Trammell. Come on up, buddy. Don't be good, man. Great looking hot rod this year. You got a brand new look. This is a great looking piece you got here.
Yeah, thank you guys. Hot Shots Billiards and Pismos really stepped up and took care of the sponsorship for this year. We're grateful for that. And then Turner Motorsports gave me the opportunity to pilot this thing, so I can't thank them enough. And all the guys in the backyard, helping us get it here.
There it is right there. Justin Trammell coming up in the number 4 spot. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be our 20-lap feature for your Dwarf Car A main event.
Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yo, John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yo, fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. Yo, John Candy Live. Yeah.
The My Race Pass app is your motorsports headquarters on race night. With over 800 organizations across multiple forms of motorsports, you'll always have the information you need in the palm of your hand. Race day information with official entries, lineups, live timing and drag racing timing slips, official results, point standings, announcer audio, fantasy racing, and so.
Ladies and gentlemen, get out that 50-50 before we get this feature underway. It is in support of Morgan Foss from St. Joseph's High School for Elks Rodeo's Queen campaign. Big thank you for your support, and thank you to Santa Maria Speedway for inviting them to come support this 50-50. Sorry, guys. Winning ticket number, blue ticket, 273-6800. 273-6800. Pick up your winnings at the beer booth. Coming to one to go at the line. This is your Dwarf Car A main event. Nick Velasquez, Ryan Caldwell, road number 1. Daniel Peters, Brandon Wiley, road number 2. Dustin Maddox. Ian Velasquez in row number 3. Kobe Kearns. Adam Hutrion, J.D. Brown, Scotty Priest, Jake Comodo, Jimmy Miller, and Cameron Squatro. Sorry, guys. Your boy, John Candy, out of breath, running up those stairs. We'll get it under control here. There we go. Ready to go. Locked and loaded. Nick Velasquez, Aaron Caldwell. That's a stout front row. Daniel Peters, Brandon Wiley. Brandon Wiley outside of row number 2, the only winner so far. The Dwarf Car Division here at the Santa Maria Speedway as we come to the green. It's going to be tough to beat. Velasquez up on the bike big into turns 1 and 2. Slams it back down on all fours. 3 wide going to turn number 3. Velasquez can't help but think he might have low pressures in that right rear. Bites it hard once again at turns 3 and 4. Wiley gets by. Now Velasquez now gets almost a shot in shorts from the 57 machine of Dustin Maddox out of Thousand Oaks, California. But out front now, it's 24E of Ryan Caldwell. Caldwell. P1. Daniel Peters, Brandon Wiley, Nick Velasquez, and Dustin Maddox rounding out that top 5. Battle for the top spot. Daniel Peters came home 4th just a week ago. These divisions running back-to-back here at the Santa Maria Speedway. Always fun to watch here. Caldwell. Peters, 1 and 2. Brandon Wiley, number 3 spot. Nick Velasquez now settling into 4th. Caldwell working, but he's got a rear view mirror full of the 36 of Daniel Peters. Peters, Brandon Wiley. Then you pick up Nick Velasquez, Dustin Maddox, Ian Velasquez, Kobe Kearns, Scotty Priest, Adam Hutrion, J.D. Brown, Cameron Squatrio, Jimmy Miller, and Jake Comodo. Ian Velasquez was all over the backside of that 57 of Dustin Maddox. Now he's side by side with Kobe Kearns, and here comes Scotty Priest. Good battle on the track halfway through the field. Cars are bad fast out here for your Dwarf Car A main event. Working in turns 3 and 4. That's the best battle on the track is for that top spot. Great battle. Here comes Peters now taking a peek to the inside. Trying to get the slider line to work. Not quite enough grip. Almost spins it out. Loses all forward bite in the 36 machine. And now here comes Brandon Wiley. Wiley all over the backside of the 36. Now caution flag will fly. We got one around to turn number 2. Caution out for the 3 machine of Jimmy Miller out of Ventura, California. Right there, you see the 4E machine of Ian Velasquez and Scotty Priest in the 90. Lineup looks like this. Ryan Caldwell, Daniel Peters, Brandon Wiley, Nick Velasquez, Dustin Maddox, Kobe Kearns, Ian Velasquez, Scotty Priest, Adam Hutrion, J.D. Brown, Cameron Squatrio, and Jake Codimo. Jimmy Miller was running in the 13th position at the time of that caution, so no change in the running order. Beautiful Santa Maria Speedway. Santa Maria Speedway would like to thank Twins Landscaping, Steve's ATV, Equipment Share, Spencer's Fresh Markets, Aero Plumbing, API Waste Services, J.R. Bartow, and Cullen Landscaping for supporting the Dwarf Car A feature. Second A main event of the night. You can see they're doing tech down there on the infield of the mini stocks with just 13 laps left to go as we come back to the green. Great start right there. Nick Velasquez, Ryan Caldwell. We're on the front row of this one. Ryan Caldwell still out there. Nick Velasquez is sitting P4 right now. See if the track can come in a little bit for the 41 machine. Looks like Velasquez had the car just set up a little bit too tight. Here comes Kobe Kearns to his inside. Great battle going on for third and for fourth. Make it fifth. Second and third, Daniel Peters. Now he gets great drive off the turn number 2. Now reeling in the 24E of Caldwell. Heading to go at the line, halfway there. Backing it into the corner was Ryan Caldwell, the 24E machine. Here comes Wiley. He's got great momentum coming off a turn at number 2, but gets tight here to 3 and 4. Seems like the moment you try to make that move around the bottom side, you lose all grip. You might have to try the top side, get all 4 in the fluff and try to just rip it and keep the momentum going forward. Just as I say that, there goes Nick Velasquez. He tries to go to that top side. But now here comes Kobe Kearns. Kobe Kearns, he's trying that upper deck move. Track's just a little heavy for these little dwarf cars. Loving it is the 24E of Ryan Caldwell. Caldwell, Daniel Peters, and Brandon Wiley still changing your top 3. Nick Velasquez, Kobe Kearns rounding out your top 5. Great camera work right there. Coming off a turn at number 4. 5 laps left to go. I'll make it 6 laps. Sorry, guys. 6 laps left to go. Velasquez all over the backside of Brandon Wiley. Check him out, working down that front straightaway. Getting crossed up is the 24 machine. Now we got a battle on our hands for the top spot. Here they come, working off a turn at number 4. Ryan Caldwell changes his lineup just a little bit, protecting a little bit lower of a line. Now here comes Kobe Kearns. Rockets by Ian Velasquez. But Kearns up to P4. Here comes Caldwell once again. Works that back straightaway to turns 3 and 4. Peters in the number 2 spot. Third is Wiley and Kobe Kearns rounding out your top 4. 3 to go. Ryan Caldwell working off of turn number 2 down that back straightaway. His lead is only .303. And here comes some lap traffic. Velasquez sends it into turns 3 and 4. White flag in the air one more time around. Ian Velasquez threw the slider from left field. Again, by Kobe Kearns putting up in the number 1 spot. But here's that battle for the top spot coming into turns 3 and 4. Off the bottom side, Ryan Caldwell gets stuck on the bottom. It's going to be Peters at the line. Daniel Peters leads the last 200 feet of this A main event and picks up the victory. Ryan Caldwell comes home second. Brandon Wiley and Nick Velasquez. How about it, Santa Maria Speedway leading the last 200 feet. And to make it official, he's making his way to the tech area. On the scale, will the light go green? It's official. Daniel Peters picks up the A main event for the Dwarf Cars. That's what I'm talking about. Very happy indeed, Daniel Peters. Ryan Caldwell coming home in the number 2 spot. Coming home third, the 33, Brandon Wiley. Fourth, the 19, or the 41 of Nick Velasquez. Making his way, getting the equipment off. Hitting the congratulations underneath the hood. He's up and out. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Peters. Peters in victory lane once again as we get one of the mini stocks on the hook, Gary Rayburn Jr. Daniel came home fourth. Last time, let's get you to sign this victory right here. Dwarf Car A main event. Sign it on the top right as you take this one home here tonight. Daniel, man, that was fantastic stuff. We'll just stuck it right here in front of this hot rod. There, all you led was the last 200 feet of that one, but that's all that victory here tonight.
Bro, that was an absolute battle. That was the best I've felt in a long time. I got Wiley, which never happens. I was insane. I was pretty at. And then me and Caldwell, I was just trying to pick them apart the whole time. And I had some fortunate lappers in front of him, and it took a little, we get a little caught up in there, and I took advantage of it. So, just so happy, man. It's been a long time. I've been trying to win here for a long time, and it finally got it to work.
Santa Maria Speedway, first victory at this track here.
Yeah, first win at Santa Maria. And like I said, I've been coming here for a couple of years now. Usually Wiley and Caldwell and these guys are handing it to us. So it's a pretty tough place to race, but finally everything came in tonight, and the car worked great.
That's fantastic, man. You came home fourth last week. You come home first this week. Who got to think on the 36 machine?
I got to thank my dad. He comes with me to all the races. My wife, JFR Innovations, makes my Nerf bars, and I'm still looking for sponsors if anybody wants to put their name on the side of the car.
There it is right there. He said it last. The co-sponsor of the 36 is for Daniel Peters. All right, Ryan Caldwell, man, you led every single lap, but the last couple hundred feet there, buddy, man, you were right there, so close. This car's back fast all night long.
Yeah, the car was great. You know, I've been fighting this. Give a big thanks to my brother. If it wasn't for him, this car wouldn't be running. He's,
all right, well, let's get up here. Let's get this wireless.
you know, and to lead that much of that race and kind of finish second like that sucks. But, you know, Daniel is really fast too. Daniel's a great guy. Super happy for him. You know, wish we could have gotten it, but it is what it is. That's racing.
You've had a fast week, and now it's fast this week. You know, it's just the writing's on the wall. It's gonna get one. You're gonna get one this year.
Yeah, we got one last year and kind of felt like we should be quick enough to get a few more, but just hasn't worked out. We've been, like I said, we've been fighting some electrical issues with the car. So I'm honestly happy that it ran for a full race tonight, and to be that close to winning it feels really good too. But, you know, kind of just wish I could have gotten it done.
There it is. Ryan Caldwell coming home third. What do we got? Brandon Wiley, Brandy. You have victory on a night number 1 here. You come home in the number 3 spot here tonight. You know, this car is always a contender here at Santa Maria Speedway. You know, these guys were really strong here tonight.
You know, you can't win them all. You can't win them all, you know, so we tried and missed the setup just a little bit. We try to make it a little better of a ride for next time and come back again.
All right, man. Brandon Wiley coming home in the number 3 spot and coming home with Nick Velasquez. Man, this thing's been on fire. This fire everywhere you go. But, man, coming home 4th here tonight. Was this deal a little too tight for you here tonight?
I don't know if it was me or the car, but, I mean, it felt great. But, yeah, it was a little too tight. I did bike it a couple times, but, you know what, that's just the name of the game. So, you know, you just keep on moving forward, and it's fun racing with all these other racers out here. So it's good to be back here.
There it is. Nick Velasquez coming home in the number 4. Congratulations. Coming up next will be our Hobby Stock A feature.
The engine's quiet, but the night ain't done. Yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, the engine's quiet. Yeah, engine's quiet, but the night ain't done. Dust still hanging from the last run. Lights still glow on this dirt and steel. You can feel it coming, yeah, it's real. Take a breath, but don't go far. This is racing under California stars. Santa Maria, hear that sound? We're just getting ready for the next round. This is where the horsepower lives, where the throttle roars and the driver gives everything they got, every inch, every lap, no looking back. Just full attack. Santa Maria, light it up tonight, side by side under those Friday lights. From the green to the checkered flag, this is dirt track racing. Fast and bad. From the tires to the fuel to the steel in the frame, it takes a crew and a name behind every name. Local shots, hometown pride, keeping these machines alive. From the pits to the stands, they're part of the show. Every lap you see, they help.
All right, we are ready for our next A feature. We are halfway through the A main events here tonight. Hobby Stocks lined up, ready to do action. Lineup looks like this. A lot of points. Brooks Simmenthal, the 25B machine, we're outside. The 17 of Corbin Kuma. Inside of row number 2, the 28X of Cameron Campbell to the outside. The 18-8 of Aaron Bruce. Inside of row number 3, that is Ricky Childress Jr. to the outside. Tom Krisnick, as the invert was 6. So those cars are going to have to charge hard through the field. Gary Rayburn Jr., the 15F, picking up one victory here tonight already on the inside of row number 4. To his outside, the 4Q of Colby Quinton. Jeff Stickler in the 2S machine has been switched to Gage Strickler. And Tom Stevens in the 805 from Ventura, California was outside. Row number 6 is Skylar Charez and Tom Stevens Sr. So that will be your running order. So it looks like we may have a later arrival, the 16 machine. We don't quite have the information on that hot rod. As we come to the green, here for the Hobby Stock A main event. Great start for Corbin Kuma and Brooks Simmental. Simmental all kinds of tight. Makes contact with Corbin Kuma. And we stay green. Brooks Simmental had the wheels full, turn left. The car just would not rotate. Making contact with Corbin Kuma. He's going to come around and lead lap number 1. Side by side for the number 2 spot. Ricky Childress Jr. already doing Ricky Childress Jr. things. Making his way up to P2. Gets by the 25X of Cameron Campbell. Ricky Childress Jr., Cameron Campbell now. Here comes Gary Rayburn Jr., the 15F machine. He's up there working up to P3. Campbell gets hot, gets tight, goes high, and here comes Frazier. He's going to bring the 4 machine of Colby Quinton with him, but we got a battle for the top spot off of turn at number 4. Here comes Ricky Childress Jr. SA feature brought to you by Toast Construction, All-American Drilling, Phelan Construction, and Golden Coast Toyota Dealers. Here comes Ricky Childress Jr. Sends it in deep into turns 1 and 2. All over that backside of Corbin Kuma, driving the number 17, working off a turn at number 2 down that back straightaway. Kuma, Ricky Childress Jr. Those cars work into turns 1 and 2. RCJ here, he's going to have to run off a 2 down that back straightaway. Kuma, somehow, some way, able to stay out in front of Ricky Childress Jr. 4 now, but he gets a little bit snug here into turn number 4. Here comes RCJ to the inside, side by side at the line. Here comes the slider from Ricky Childress Jr. They make contact into turns 1 and 2. Holding tough is Corbin Kuma. The RCJ, he's going to lead him down that back straight into turn number 3. Will the crossover come? Oh, contact made from Gary Rayburn and Corbin Kuma. Corbin Kuma's kind of been bounced around this one. Oh, big time shove the nose for the 15 of Gary Rayburn Jr. Somebody out there has very unhealthy motor. That is the 2 machine of Jeff Stickler. Ricky Childress Jr. now checking out from the field. 8 laps down, 12 laps remain. Making a move into the slider for him is the 28 of Cameron Campbell. Now Ricky Childress Jr. driving away from the field. The young man's been winning everywhere he goes in that 16. Diani Motorsports, Pyrenees Cafe. Big Lick Fabrication Machine as he works into turns 1 and 2 once again. Cameron Campbell sends it in a little too hard into turns 1 and 2. Almost loses it as Strickler pulls it down to the infield. Now some smoke developing out of the backside of the 15 for Gary Rayburn Jr. Your winner in the mini stock division now. More smoke is developing out of the backside of the 15 for Rayburn. Rayburn now sends it in. Healthy. Oh, problems for Kuma. Corbin Kuma off the pace, pulls it down to the infield. Corbin Kuma was sitting right there in the number 2 spot. Something happened, letting go underneath the hood. They always run the best right before they pop. Into lap traffic, Ricky Childress Jr. gets by Aaron Bruce in the 18A and Brooks Simmental. Simmental, she's off the pace as well. Something looks broke on the 25, maybe possibly in the right front. As that car is just plowing. It's got to be a right front down for Brooks Simmental. Simmental brings it down to the infield. Her main event's done with 6 to go. We'll have 5 at the line. Right now, your advantage 4.2 seconds for Ricky Childress Jr. RCJ working the turns 1 and 2. Cameron Campbell, Colby Quinton, Gary Rayburn, and Skylar Chavez rounding out that top 5. Ricky Childress working off turn at number 2. Now he's off of turn number 2. Car just hauling the mail out there. Doing a fantastic job out on Cameras. Big time shout out Jack from Bakersfield RC Raceway working that camera. He's got 16. Ricky Childress Jr. in frame as he is checked out from the field. Cameron Campbell in the number 2 spot, but it was a dive bomb move right there from the 4. Colby Quinton. They're battling there with a lapper down the back straight of turn number 3. 2 laps to go. Over a straightaway lead for the 16 RCJ. The best battle on the track is for second, third, and fourth on that back straightaway. Colby Quinn, but the white flag's in the air one more time around for Ricky Childress Jr. Into turns 1 and 2 for the final time as they work up a turn at number 2. Down that back straightaway, you see the huge lead for Ricky Childress Jr. Working off a turn at number 4. Coming to the line, RCJ picks up the win. Second place is going to go to Porterville, California's Colby Quinton. Third is going to go to, right at the line, it looks like Cameron Campbell just edges out Gary Rayburn Jr. and Skylar Charez rounding out. Look at Tom Grisnick rounding out that top 5. This guy's been on fire everywhere he goes, and he picks up the win here tonight at Santa Maria Speedway. Taking a stop right here on the front straightaway. Let's see if we're going to get him to go to the scales or we're going to do it right here in Victory Lane. Window net is coming down. Getting congratulations from Jason right here. Helmet is off. Beautiful looking hot rod right here. We got Tyler Irwin bidding for Ricky Childress Jr. Gary Rayburn in the 15F machines coming down on the front straightaway. Belts are off. He's coming up and out. Give it up for Ricky Childress Jr. Ricky, man, fantastic job. Dude, this thing has been on kill all year long. It's been a fantastic 2026, man. We were kind of talking about, if you guys were watching the podcast, you know, you kind of like this kind of track where you can put that right rear right into that cushion and just let that thing eat.
Yeah, a track like that is my cup of tea. I mean, slick on the bottom, little holes, and a lot of moisture, and it's a show.
Man, that was a show indeed, man. You had, you know, probably, I don't know if it's the fastest car, but you drove it the best out there. You know, you had a lot of good competition right there with Cameron Campbell. Pulled that slider on him over there, and man, after that move, there was no looking back.
Yeah, actually, made a mistake trying to slide the 17 down here in 1. I was going to slide him and come across the berm and plowed into him. That's my fault. I go down here and talk to him. You know, that ain't how I want to race, but I thought I was going to be able to clear him, and I didn't, so that was my fault. And we'll just go from there. I got to thank everybody that helps me. Wonkum Race Engines, Peterson Auto Supply, Kaufman Racing Graphics, Holders AC, Dave's Fab, F&D Motorsports, Boney's Custom Spraying, and most of all, Air Cert Energy and Ratings, Will Simcoe. He's the backbone, and there's a guy around here that has came on board, and Nick Diani Motorsports. He jumped on the hood. He's from Santa Maria. We're trying to represent him over here this year as much as we can, and most of all, thank to all you fans. Tell your friends and family to keep supporting tracks like this. If you want to see some good entertainment, just keep supporting this place.
There it is. That's Ricky Childress Jr. Wise words from the young man. Picking up the win here tonight. Ricky Childress, make sure you go to scales, buddy. Make sure you take that hot rod to scales. Coming home in the number 2 spot. Colby Quinton, man. You guys were up there running all night long. You know, we said, I kind of made a joke over there, you know, as long as it comes in the trailer, you can roll it on the trailer, it's fairly straight. It's fairly straight.
It's pretty straight, yeah. That's what we go for every time. We don't want to tear it up. The stuff's too expensive.
Real quick, who do you got to think on this Ford machine that put you in P2 here tonight?
I got to think Alternative Machine Works out of Strathmore, California, Easy Cowhall, McDivitt Signs and Electric, Callison Elite Construction, West Olive Welding, Mitch Brown Construction, and DWR. I got to thank my dad. He does all the work on this thing, wrenches on it all the time, makes it fast.
There it is. That's Colby Quinn coming home in the number 2 spot. Third is going to the young gun, Cameron Campbell, buddy. Cameron, fantastic drive. Dude, you're brand new to your hobby stock. This is your rookie season in the hobby stock division. This thing's been bad fast, right out of the gate.
I mean, yeah, it's been tough trying to figure it out, This is my 4th race in it, and I really got to give props to Ricky. He's one heck of a driver. He teaches me what not to do and what to do. Same thing with my dad. I mean, there's so many people to thank. I want to start with McKee. They've done so much for us. Monarch, Skinny's Automotive, Terry Henry, I don't know where he is, but there he is. I love that guy. All right. Coffin Racing Graphics, Brooke, and yeah.
There it is right there. Cameron Campbell, fantastic drive coming up with the number 3 spot. Coming up 4th, man. Double duties. You got her done, man. Finishing in the top 4. This thing, it started to develop a little bit of smoke there towards the end. Could you feel that in the machine?
No, it's just a little tranny pan leak. I just want to thank Mike Frazier, Especially Glass, Nick Tiani. These guys helped me out. It's their car, but they asked me to race it for the season. Haven't raced a hobby stock in 15 years, so I'm figuring it out.
That's awesome, man. Great job coming home in the number 4 spot. We're ready to go. We got modifieds lined up, ladies and gentlemen. We got one more for you. It'll be your IMCA Modified A feature.
Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and the crowd go wild. John Candy Live, we bring that style. We race, no brakes, that's right. Yo, John Candy Live, keep the finish line bright. Yo, fast lane dreams, we rise, we thrive. Racing on screens. Yo, John Candy Live. Yeah.
The My Race Pass app is your motorsports headquarters on race night. With over 800 organizations across multiple forms of motorsports, you'll always have the information you need in the palm of your hand. Race day information with official entries, lineups, live timing and drag racing timing slips, official results, point standings, announcer audio, fantasy racing, and so much more. Don't be left in the dark on race night. Download the My Race Pass app today in Google Play and the App Store. My Race Pass, the ultimate racing resource.
Yo, yo, yo. Lights on, cameras locked, let's roll. Whoa, whoa. Racetrack kings out of control. Whoa, whoa. Speed so clean and
The engine's quiet, but the night ain't done.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready for our final A main event of the night. IMCA Northern Sport Motor Race in action. Lineup looks like this. Willie Oath. He'll start on the point in the 14W machine to his outside, the 99B of Paul Brown. Row number 2, Aaron Farrell out of Atascadero, California. On the inside of row number 2 to his outside, the 31A of Alyssa Smith. Matthew Frazier and Brian Baker make up row number 3. In the inside of row number 4, the Motor City Throwdown 68S, that is Sonny Simpkins. To her outside in the Baker Fabrication 17A, that is Adam Baker. Landon King in the 43K machine on the inside of row number 5 to his outside, the 14 of Rich Denman out of Paso Robles, California. Then you pick up Ethan Johnson out of Bakersfield in the 11 machine to his outside, the 30H of Ryan Messina. Inside of row number 7, that's the 37 of Chad Weber to his outside, the 1R of Ryan Old. And scratch on the field starting in row number 8, all by his lonesome. That's the X Factor, that is Colby Ward. Lights are out. We're ready to go green flag racing, this time off of turn number 4. Your drivers collect on the backside of the Toyota Racing TRD, brought to you by Toyota of Santa Maria. Ladies and gentlemen, the final A feature of the night. Green flag is in the air. Willie Oath out, Paul Brown. Great start from Willie Oath out. They stack up behind Ryan Messina. Good heads-up driving right there from Landon King, the 43K machine. The Landon still seems to be down on power as we work to the green flag. Lap number 1 goes to Willie Othout. Othout, Paul Brown, Aaron Farrell, Matthew Frazier, Alyssa Smith, your top 5. Willie Othout taking advantage of the great starting position on the point. Paul Brown sitting P2. Matthew Frazier and the 71 of Aaron Farrell round out your top 4. Alyssa Smith out of Norco, California in the number 5 spot. That 31A machine. Great to see Alyssa back into competition. Congratulations on graduation dental school, but it's great to see you at the Speedway. Othout now getting the pressure from Paul Brown. Paul Brown, the Victory Circle chassis and Stevenson suspension 99B, working down that back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. All over the backside of Othout. Othout getting crossed up into 3 and 4. Paul Brown stocking his bray. But here comes Matthew Frazier. If you remember, Matthew Frazier won his heat race by about half a lap in that Quest Imaging Stevenson suspension Victory Circle chassis. He's going to battle with the Victory Circle out in front of him and Paul Brown. Sparks fly on the backside of Willie Othout as he gets on the binders, trying to set that right rear right through the cushion through the middle of turns 1 and 2. Othout, Paul Brown, and Frazier, your top 3. Best battle on the track is for those top 3. Oh, Othout pushes to the fence down the front straightaway. Paul Brown taking a peek to the inside, goes right through the slick. Trying to make the move on Othout. He's going to fall back now 3-4 car lengths as they go to turn number 3. Othout and Brown. Great to see Willie Othout and the Evolution chassis out in front of the field, but here comes Paul Brown taking a peek to the inside. Brown was better through the center of the corner that time at turns 1 and 2. Into is another Victory Circle, that 15F of Matthew Frazier. Paul Brown, he gets a little snug in 3 and 4. Here comes Frazier to his inside. Paul Brown down the hill. Contact made between himself and Matthew Frazier. Frazier now going to have to rebound as he'll get tight off of turn number 2. He's going to bring the 40 and the 31A of Alyssa Smith. Up the hill goes Frazier. Frazier bobbled off of turn number 2. Got sucked to the fence. Looks like he might have a right rear tire going down for Matthew Frazier. Getting crossed up right in front into turns 1 and 2. That was Brian Baker and the 40 machine, but no harm, no foul. We keep it going. We stay green. Halfway there. Tonight's A feature for the IMCA Northern Sport Mods brought to you by Splash and Dash Car Wash, Toast Construction, All-American Drilling, Phelan Construction, and Gold Coast Toyota dealers. As we go to 9 to go at the line. Willie Othout and Paul Brown, no change in the top 2. Alyssa Smith now, she finds her way up to 3rd. Matthew Frazier able to rebound and now hold that number 4 position as he works down that back straightaway. Looks like he might have some nose damage for the 15F of Frazier. Toe looks knocked out of it as well. They might run into lap traffic of Colby Ward in the X Factor. But here comes Paul Brown. Paul Brown working off a turn at number 4, trying to find a way around Willie Othout. Brown might have the faster car, but Othout is consistent in holding his line right through the center of the good stuff. Once again, Othout back in his corner and able to keep that thing silky smooth as we get to Colby Ward. Colby Ward has that preferred line where Willie Othout is running. Caution flag will fly. We got one around in turns 3 and 4. Caution out for the first time. Trying to see the number of that machine. Getting word that's the 31A. No, she's right there. She's right there, P3. The 17A of Adam Baker, possibly. Still can't see it here. We're waiting on Ethan Johnson. Sorry, that is Ethan Johnson driving the 11 machine. Ethan making the jump from Hobby Stocks to IMCA Northern Sport Mod competition here in 2026. Running with his brother. I'm not quite sure what happened with Nicholas Johnson. Drives the one in IMCA Northern Sport Mod. Right now, out front, Willie Othout. Man, what a fantastic drive so far for that young man. 6 laps to go, so it's going to be a Delaware-style restart. Othout out front by his lonesome. Choosing the inside is the 99B of Paul Brown. Who's outside, that'll be the 31A of Alyssa Smith. And you pick up Matthew Frazier, Brian Baker, Adam Baker, and Aaron Farrell. First 4 rows as we show them 1 to go at the line. Once again, Santa Maria Speedway brought to you by Equipment Share, Spencer's Fresh Markets, Aero Plumbing, API Waste Services, and J.R. Bartow. All the wonderful partners here at the Santa Maria Speedway. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if you're on YouTube, Santa Maria Speedway page, or at John Candy Live for all your racing action here for the 2026 season here at the Santa Maria Speedway. Willie Othat coming back to the green. 6 laps left to go. Great restart. Here comes Paul Brown. Gets a shot in the shorts from the 31 of Alyssa Smith. Now here comes Brian Baker. Brian Baker down the inside, a little slider, serve, a little short slider into turns 3 and 4, puts Baker up to P3. Paul Brown trying to protect that inside line, gets a little bit tight. Here comes Baker with the move off of turn number 2. Baker slides up the hill, big time contact down the back straightaway. Baker and Paul Brown slamming door to door. Paul Brown able to rebound the best out of that one. Now Baker slides up the hill. Looks like he might have a flat right rear tire. He does in the 40. Paul Brown down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Now retains that number 2 spot. Matthew Frazier, P3, but 3 to go at the line for Willie Othout. Willie Othout through 1 and 2. Frazier going around the outside of Paul Brown as Paul Brown's got a cut left rear tire. Heartbreak City for Paul Brown. He was running in the number 2 spot. The caution flag will fly for the 68 of Sonny Simpkins in turns 1 and 2. Things were getting interesting up front. Paul Brown cuts the left rear tire. Looks like he's going to pull it down to the infield and call it a night. Also a cut right rear tire for the 40 of Brian Baker. Also down in the pits down there. Looks like that's the 30. Can't quite tell who else is down there in the hot pit as Sonny Simpkins gets the PTEF Motor City Throwdown 68 machinery fired. As she'll tag the back of the field. Three-lap shootout. The IMCA Northern Sport Mod A feature. Willie Othout, not a wrinkle into that 14 machine. See if he can pick up the hardware here tonight. It'll be a single file restart inside of 5 laps left to go. Willie Othout taking advantage of that starting position. He started on the pole. He's led every single lap of this 20-lap A main event. Just need to do 3 more revolutions. Matthew Frazier, though, that young man has been on fire. He made the move around the outside, testing the waters around the cushion. In turns 1 and 2, got around Paul Brown. Let's see if he'll try to make that same move here on Willie Othout. Nice tight formation as they come into turns 3 and 4. Sparks flying off the rotors for Willie Othout as he comes to the green off of turn number 4. 3 laps left to go. Frazier going up really high down the front straightaway, trying to build some momentum into turns 1 and 2. Oh, Baker, something big time. Big old hop from the front end of the 17A machine. We stay green. Great restart for the Willie Othout. But now here comes Frazier. Frazier ripping it into turns 1 and 2. Alyssa Smith also doing a fantastic job sitting P3. And here comes Aaron Farrell rounding out that top 4. White flag in the air one more time around. Willie Othout, he's just got to hold on for 4 more corners. Make it 2 as he makes it off of turn number 2 down that back straight with a 3-4 car lead into turn number 3. Willie Othout gets the 14W rocking off the cushion off of turn number 4. Willie Othout picks up the win. Matthew Frazier comes home second. Tom's Fabrication 31A of Alyssa Smith comes home third. And Aaron Farrell rounds out your top 5. Orion Messina 30H rounding out the 5th and final top 5 position. There it is right there. Willie Othout, Matthew Frazier, Alyssa Smith, Aaron Farrell, and Orion Messina. Willie Othap bringing the checkered flag in his victory lap. Making it official, Matthew Frazier coming home in the number 2 spot. Green light is green. Here comes Alyssa Smith out of Norco, California, making her way across the scales. Alyssa coming back out of semi-retirement. Light is green. It's official. Alyssa Smith, P3. Orion Messina, the 30S machine, coming home in the number 5 spot. Official for Orion Messina, 5th. And here comes the 71 of Aaron Farrell. Aaron finishing in the number 4 spot. Aaron looking for the thumbs up here. Will he get it? It's green. Aaron Farrell coming home 4th. And to make it official, Willie Othap, the Evolution Home Furnishings, number 14W. It's green. Willie Othap goes to victory lane. Turn it, tight ones on the front, straight ahead is one happy man indeed. Steering wheel is coming off. Here comes all of the safety equipment. The 14W in dominating fashion with the Evolution Home Improvements ATI signs and designs. Stevenson suspension, 14W into victory lane here tonight. Here comes the window net, and he's up and out. Give it up for Willie Othap. Willie Othap, man, leading this thing wire to wire here tonight, man. This thing was bad fast. You took advantage of that starting position on the pole, and there was no looking back all night long.
Yeah, that might be true, but first and foremost, I got to thank my lady, Janelle, for putting up with me and being a part of my racing program. I'm so grateful to win. I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank you so much for coming out. I got to thank the Best Carpet Cleaning, Evolution Home Improvement, and the Lord Jesus Christ for bringing me here tonight to race for you guys.
Man, this is emotion. This is what it's all about, man. It's all about family. It's all about the fans here at Santa Maria Speedway. This place is special. It's got to feel special to win here.
Well, yeah, it's very special. I'd like to dedicate this win to my mother and father who are no longer with us, but they both loved racing very much. My father was very dedicated to it. This win is for them. I got to thank Scott Pounds and Kyle and Zach for helping me, and most importantly, my lady, because she puts up with my BS all week long.
And this is awesome, man. I can tell you're so emotional. This has got to feel a great win. You got some other sponsors on this hot rod. Who else helps you out of the 14W?
Yeah, I got to thank Old Orchid Barbershop. They've been very good to me, and I'm very grateful that they're part of the program. And I'd like to thank ATI Construction and ATI Signs. I'm just very grateful to win. I'm so glad you guys are here.
That's Willie Othap. Give it up one more time, Willie Othap. Picking up the win here tonight in the IMCA Northern Sport Mod. Coming home second, the 15F, Matthew Frazier. Matthew, man, dude, you had this thing. It was so bad fast all night long. The heat race, you were out by a mile. You were coming right there in that main event, just trying to make moves, even around the outside. You know, I thought you were going to be able to do it and get around the outside. You got around Paul Brown. You were looking at that move on Othap, but he was just a little too strong through the middle.
Yeah, I was running really good, and then I got into that wall, got into my own head, and fell back. But I felt pretty good. I felt like if I had a few more laps, I might have got it. But, you know, it is what it is.
I know that was a fantastic run. It's kind of a brotherly thing. Your brother got second last week. Now you get second this week. Great looking hot rods. Who else you got to thank on the 15F?
First off, my mom and my dad, my brother, Nick Deaney, Deaney Motorsports, Bryce Willis, and then all my sponsors, especially Glassamere, Quest Inspection, Elite Athletics, Sivenson Suspension, Chris Sivenson, and then Victory Circle.
There it is right there. Matthew Frazier coming home in the number 2 spot. Alyssa Smith out of semi-retirement, man, coming home in the number 3 spot. Congratulations, by the way, on finishing college and getting through all that stuff. But great to see you back in a race car.
Thank you. Yeah, it's nice. Last season I took basically all year off to go be a dental hygienist, but I'm done and I'm back. Got a sport mod. I raced this track like once in street stocks long time ago, so I consider it my first time racing here. But I had a blast. Great facility, great people, and I'll definitely be back.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming out. Who do you got to thank on the 31A that got you back on the road here in 2026?
Most definitely my mom and dad. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. Austin for all the help. S&S Racing. Sorry, I got to look at it. Tom's Fabrication, Empire Tax, Black Magic, Skinny, he's up there somewhere. Everyone that helps me out, I really appreciate it. Communication Innovation, but like I said, mostly my mom and dad that get me here.
There it is. That's Alyssa Smith, the lady driver, coming home in the number 3 spot. Coming home 4th, Aaron Farrell. Aaron, there you are, Aaron, man. Congratulations, coming home in the number 4 spot. Get little extracurriculars there at the end, but man, you know what? It's okay. You finish home in the 4th spot. Who you got to thank on the 71 machine?
Just glad I got the turn. That's all I can say.
All right, we're going to let Eric go on that one. Eric coming home in the number 4 spot. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us here tonight at the Santa Maria Speedway. There's a great racing action. We thank each and every one of you for coming out. We'll be back at it next week right here at the Santa Maria Speedway. Well, I think we just lost 4 cars.